Welcome to the stream, and hopefully you're having a good time as we are going to be hopping in to the grand finals of the playoffs, and this will be it. I will be your host, Donut, and as your caster. At the same time, we have a little guest on the right side of the screen, or your left. It will be Magisk Abbas. How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
I'm all good, and excited for this grand final, excited for this season to end, and what a final to get, actually.
Yeah, we were kind of talking about the fact that this could have been one of the best options that we were hoping for. It will be Johnny Speeds going against Revenant, so the Swedish lineup going against the NBK squad, and dude, you know the names. It's gonna be NBK, Adex, Nivera, Reiko, and Longs. And I have to say, we have been seeing a couple of games, one game before against Johnny Speeds, where they actually dropped to the lower bracket. And now they kind of have a redo. How do you think this is going to go?
I think they can learn from the lessons, maybe. I mean, MBK is a very good IGL, so I don't want to really give it away too much to Johnny Speeds, like giving him too much of a favorites, but...
Okay.
I still
Wait a minute,
believe
you're
that
actually
they can...
thinking them off of favorites? Okay.
No,
okay.
no, I still believe Johnny Speeds are the favorites going into this one, but I don't want to take it all away from Revenant because I still believe that they can make a surprise or two. So let's see what
Is it
Ancient.
the Swedish bias?
I think Ancient is very decisive in this best of three.
Okay. I'm gonna give you that. Okay, but we're kind of talking about the players too. That there are a couple of players that we should be keeping an eye on. Of course, on the side of, well, let's talk about the maps first. Yeah, so Ancient will be picked up as the first map from the side of Revenant. After that, we will be hopping into Mirage. And Anubis was actually the last decider. And it came after the Johnny Speeds ban. So I think they saw what happened on Nuke yesterday. And they decided to hop into a little dusty place called Anubis.
Exactly, and I think that the map veto really benefits Johnny Speeds because those three maps are usually the three maps that they go for the picks. Actually, so this will be a very good one for Johnny Speeds coming through, but I'm really excited to see how Revenant will fight back to this one.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats at the moment. Of course, on HLTV, we don't have all the information, but 67% on Ancient. It's going to be 69 on Mirage. Oh, nice. And 76 on Anubis. So every single map that they are going to be playing on at the moment is either one of their top maps or very close to it. So they have a very good map pool at the moment.
Yeah, so let's see how the pistols will go, really. We can do predictions all day long. We can talk about the maps and the players all day long.
Right on the server.
Yeah.
That is true. That is very, very true. So... well, off of the bat, we have a little bit of action coming in for the middle. We actually even have a camera from MBK, which is kind of cool to see, finally. Red control for the boys in the Revenant side. Meanwhile, Johnny Speeds are playing this very passive. They're giving them the space to trap them into if they want to push into that B split.
Into Red Room. Probably just planting him and trying to go towards a different direction, maybe. Since he's just trying to search out for a frag or two. Here goes the first contact against Rocken. Good drag on him, good frag on him. And now towards the B side, Adex coming through.
These are some very good kills to open up the B side, especially the ones to stop it. Finally, Zazi. Well, he's been left alone. The bomb will definitely be planted, and only with a kill from the CT side, it's just not going to be enough to even think about the retake at the moment. And BK with a couple of kills in this round. Just throwing around his emerald knife, enjoying the time. Revenant comes out with the first round, and I have to say, you kind of had a point in a way. We did see the earlier outcome of this game. They did lose it 2-0, so in a way, I kind of hope that Revenant, they kind of find their way and maybe get this first map, so we could get this into a 3-map series.
Yeah, I mean, we very excited to see... if they did watch the demos, like, all right, guys, we have to do it like this. We have to do it like this. I mean, MBK has very much of that experience to watch the demos and learn.
Of course, yeah.
And also to be the leader of the squad. Here it goes down, though. It is a full eco for Johnny Speeds, and they start off well.
And it's going to be the first kill that they were looking for. The double swing was the way to go. But of course, we're still talking about players without armor. Of course, they have one weapon on the floor that they could go for, but Nivera is still holding it. Anybody who wants to go and grab it, They have to go through him. And just looking at the reactions at the moment on the map, these basic utilities for the cave push is just a fake, and it's working out very well. From the middle, behind the smoke, they can't really see what's happening on the middle. So this is just going to be a split towards the A side. Nobody's holding it. This is supposed to be a Revenant's plant at least, maybe even the round, as long as they play their after plants well.
Exactly. And a very good fake from Revenant here, just waiting out, trying to bait out in case of them trying to go for the rifle.
Wait a minute. Did I hear a dog? No, you don't need to mute it. It's kind of cool in a way. It belongs on the Ancient, but it doesn't matter. The boys are still trying to go for a couple of swings. Okay, a little bit of a love tap coming in from Draken to make sure that Reiko is going to be playing passively till the end. A nice swing from Attic, still trying. Nobody's going to get the kill. Both of the players are low though, but this will be the bomb basically going down until or unless something absolutely crazy goes down right now. A tap to the face from Zazie. Reiko will be going down, and the time has already ticked into a place that it can't be defused. The only thing they will be trying to do is trying to drop as many weapons as they can, but 3 of the players escaping the site, and the bomb will explode. Rolf doesn't really feel the urge to even go after them. That's gonna be a 4K for the bomb. So, who knew that the bomb was gonna be the star player of the round?
Yeah.
How's the dog doing?
I'm not sure. It's kind of in the spectrum, but I have a second dog as well. So if the first one yells, the other one comes up.
This other one activates too. Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking about getting one, but we'll see. Okay, off to the third round, sorry. Will be the guns coming out. This is usually the tipping point that we're talking about. Quick little spray at the start, just doing a little bit of damage on the lounge, but after the boost, they're gonna catch the window player. Quick kill, and a nice way to open up the scores, and a good trade coming in from Lekro to drop down Reiko from the lane.
Great decision from Lekro to fill in the gaps mid. Gets a reward for it. Chazi could have been in a very bad situation there if help wasn't in place.
I'm a bit surprised they didn't go for the triple mid-swing once they got that first kill. Kind of playing it passively. Maybe thinking about building something after that. So the quick trade from Johnny Speeds actually helps out a lot. Usually at this point you see a lot of aggression, but they're playing this very slowly. Utility used for the pit, that's going to be Rolf. To try to cover the B side as long as he can with his teammate. And the recursive utilities coming in actually from the side of Revenant at the moment. They could just step into the side, nobody's holding it.
Yeah, they can execute the side here. Here comes the boost, but rotation being made as well from Johnny Speeds, but see here, difficult situation for them. Getting mollied out. Spook will find a trade though, as he finds one MBK traded out again. Good with the refrags. Johnny Speeds. See if they can get this round win.
Both very low in HP, but the lurk. Nivera. Perfect timing. Spook doesn't have a lot to play with, but he's gonna catch that one headshot. The problem is utility. High flash is going to be pushing him off the side, but behind the pillar,
no time.
Nivera shoots. No, yeah, that is just going to be around for them. And the explosion radius, or he's going to be pushing on towards the A side. He's not going to challenge the gun. And Spooky still goes down very far into the mid. The blast radius is just superb at the moment. Revenant, another round on the board, and Johnny Speeds, they came very close in that round.
Close, but
no cigar.
Yeah, exactly. Really good start for Revenant though. Semi-buy round for Johnny Speeds. And let's see what happens here. So towards the mid. A little bit passiveness from Johnny Speeds this time. We do see Revenant pushing in, playing a little bit aggressive here. Just a little bit now. Next. get out MBK. Comes through. Clears through. So they do get mid control here, Revenant, which really allows them to dictate a little bit on the map. Control, and towards the B side is where Revenant will try to go. Rotation has been made from John Speeds. And the question is, have they rotated too much right now? Rolf will be alone.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough situation.
Overthinking
Really needs to
this?
go crazy with that eagle now.
Rolf goes down. But look, Lekro with the deagle gets one. Spook. That just wides it out in the flat. Ow. Almost, but great refrag. And we have Johnny Speeds taking the first round in.
Time. 12 seconds while he started to go for the defuse.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a round for Johnny Speeds. One that Revenant really didn't want to lose. And it's going to affect the gameplay big time this time around. You can see the smiles across the board. It's okay, it's okay. We good. So, we're finally seeing the full buy from Johnny Speed's side. It's going to be the AWP, AK, and a couple of M4s. Some of them without the silencer. You don't need them. Sometimes we just need the bullets. And looking at the plays, I'm actually a little bit interested in what Draken is about to do with the AWP. Seems like he's just running into the cave. So this is going to be the first AWP pick. But it's going to be a very quick play from the pits.
Oh,
this is just a spray down from Rolf. Even on top of the mollies, the man is on flames. He doesn't care. And from long, we're just going to get the same action. Spooky coming up with two. And the player from the corner can finally activate. But it's going to be Draken to put one on the board. And Johnny Speed. They just take care of the pit push. Oh, the Swedes have to be enjoying this one.
I think we also have a lot of Swedes in the chat as well, like rooting for Johnny.
When I say win, you say Johnny. Johnny win. Okay, that didn't work out. Yeah, by the way, use the code promo.
You say Johnny.
Johnny Speed. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So remember to use the promo code for key drop. You're gonna get 50 cents and 10% deposit bonus. And there's a $450 giveaway. So go and check it out.
$450.
That's a lot of money. Give me the money. Meanwhile,
Let's see. Yeah, Revenant. They don't have a lot of cash because they lost a lot of players during these rounds.
but you're gonna have to say that the start went for Revenant pretty well, but after that, these M4 controls, Rolf has a very good control of that M4 at the moment. Just getting these headshots, sprays coming in.
Yeah.
Even though this is a very simplistic round, the way he's just controlling the weapon is really making me enjoying the game at the moment. Good nade at the end, but we're gonna see a buy in about a second. That's where the game gets interesting. It's gonna be the weaponry against weaponry. And a full buy. I haven't really seen a op from Adex so far, but doesn't matter. On the T side, we have seen.
I don't think we'll see so much off.
Yeah, on the T side, we have been seeing a lot of AK rolls, so it's kind of cool to see it in a way.
It's a lot like Inferno.
Yeah, it's more of a tool set usually from now on. Let's see what they're about to go down. Splitting the players. That's going to be the utility for the middle. And Laung seems to be aggressive behind the smoke at the moment. Depends if they want to go for the information. Laung gets the kill on Drake, and that's going to be the offer drop down. Shazzy gets the quick trade. And through the smoke, a little bit damage done, and Reiko handles that situation. Opens up the cheetah. And that leaves the B side with just the player.
Spook has a lot on his mind and goes down when Adix pushes up. Good timing on the push from Revenant from the cave and the B ramp together to make that a difficult position for him.
It's so cool to see these point attacks for both of the teams at the moment. That it's not just this that one of the teams is just faltering. It's actually them playing well at the moment. Looking very crispy on the server. Shazzy dropping his weapon to pick up that off for the next round. If Dragon gets to fight with it. He kind of got eliminated on this round just a bit too quickly behind the smoke, so...
They do
It's
got a lot of
unfortunate.
cash as well in Johnny, so they can buy again, go again.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem. The economy's good. They're good. Let's see what's about to happen. So, exiting with the weapons. And we're thinking about what's about to happen. That's going to be the 4th round of the board. The second that Johnny speeds, they finally tied up the game. Revenant? They answer back with a round. Now the question is, how many do they need on the T side to make this doable? Nivera. Looks like this is another Monday for him. And BK giving out the info. There's a little bit of speech coming in from Drake and maybe talking about the last round, how he went down so quickly. So Ozzy giving some input as well. Do you know who's the in-game leader? Is it Lecro or who's...
Lecro for Johnny.
Oh, okay, yeah. Makes sense. Kind of cool to see it. So... early control. This time around, they're not going to have that smoke, and Electro has a lot of information, but this is just a slow play from Revenant.
Yeah, it's a fake play from them, and Rolf does get the contact here. Up a good nade. Doesn't get the second kill though. Raiko, as the push will come up. He's tagged a lot here. A nade will do. And towards the B site, they can push through right now. Revenant. This fake is not what they expected to be so tough right now for them.
It is going to be the entry frags at the moment, so from the side of Revenant, they're doing a very good job of either getting the entry or getting the trades afterwards. What literally happened in that situation. Seemed like Rolf, in my opinion, he could have gone for the second one. Maybe he slept a little bit on the wheel. Happens every now and then. But the retake is still possible. The smoke is finally starting to fade off behind Pillar. The Lounge only has to react. That's going to be the kill for the long. Adex reacts for the player on the short, and Lounge just playing this perfectly. Time has been burned. They know he's locked off. There's nothing he can do from this situation anymore. And he's being hunted, and the bomb. Well, the round goes for the side of Revenant. I'm not entirely sure if they blew up with the bomb, because we didn't see the end. Did Reiko drop off the server? Because the...
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit unfortunate at the end that we didn't really see if the bomb went with the players or not. Affects a bit on the economy. Meanwhile, we have a little bit of a technical pause. It seems like Reiko dropped off the server, so we're just waiting for him to get back. Yeah. Meanwhile, Rolf has a huge trophy. A lot of trophies. From what are those? Are those from CS? Okay, not bad. Attic. Beautiful house. Making sure that it's clean. Tiles in the kitchen. I like it. The style is cool. NBK could drop a couple of lumens from his webcam though. Looks like his Jesus coming from the sky. So much light. Alright. Not entirely sure what that sound was, but hopefully Magic Up is doing well. So, off from the start, like we were talking about, in a couple of these pushes. So, Johnny Speeds did hold off the side with the first kill. After that, the quick trades coming in from the side of Revenant. It looked like Rolf kind of got blindsided there. Wasn't ready for the second swinger to come in so quickly. He did have bullets. He just didn't react to that situation. Maybe glancing at the mini-map or something like that. Meanwhile, most of these kills is working out for the side of Revenant pretty well. There has been some couple of good rounds for the side of Johnny Speeds as well. So, it's been the ecos especially. Now, as we are going to be going through with the rounds, I'm not entirely sure how much money Johnny Speeds has. We haven't really been keeping an eye on the economy, looking at it at the moment. They can actually go for the buy, so it's got to be the MP9 coming in from Spooky. Or Spoke, however you want me to pronounce that. Rolf with an M4 again, a couple of sets of utilities, so they should be okay. Kind of not buying the head armor as they don't need it, but there is that Gilligal from Nivera. One tap headshot is still possible. And Reiko, ready to boost his teammate on top of the box. The quick push coming in closer towards the... What a catch coming in from Spook. It just absolutely eliminates MBK. That's a weapon on the board that he can pick up at the moment. Nice nade to open up the smoke, maybe to do a little bit damage, but definitely doesn't get the trade for the kill.
Let's see, towards the B site is where Revenant tries to go with Reiko pushing up the first one here. Has Rolf actually catching up to him. Spook in K position, goes out with a good timing, but that's not good enough. And good luck here. Allow an X. 8X finds the trades. Reiko gets another one, and Brocken will be all alone. All alone with a bad economy.
This is the problem. They went for a full bind around like this. Still not around on the board from it. So this could be a save afterwards. There is a little bit of a loss one starting to build up. But the problem is that for the side of Revenant, they're starting to talk about the bonus rounds in about a second. So Draken, if he could go for this, but I don't think, yeah, the time is starting to run out. He goes for the backup at the worst possible time. You can see it on his face. He's not happy with the outcome. And Revenant, they take another round. Reiko seems to be back on the server, and I did see Reiko does have a couple of land passes, a little bit of a medal there. I think it was, keep me a second, was it Rolf who had a trophy? Is that from CS or?
Yeah, that's from the Swedish one, Elitserien.
Elitserien. All right, that's cool. I didn't want to believe it, but seems like it's true.
No, it is.
Yeah, that's cool. Good job, Rolf. Eagles again and a pistols, yeah. This is starting to look like a very good start for Revenant on their own map pick. Of course, we still have the CT side, so if Johnny speeds, they have an ace on their sleeves. Anything is possible, but for all that is supposed to be holy, this is supposed to be their 7th round. A couple of shots being taken through the plywood. That's going to be a little bit done for NBK as well, but it's definitely not going to be the equivalent amount. But this is starting to look like a very heavy B stack, and Revenant seems like they don't want to go for it.
Yeah, seems like they have really learned up on how to play Ancient against Johnny Speeds as well.
Yeah, probing around, taking information.
All right,
see it.
Let's go this way instead, guys. Let's go here. The faking has been very good from them as well, like causing a lot of rotations.
Exactly, yeah. A lot of reactions. Oh, God. They did drop Reiko before pushing into the side, but that's going to be a very early pick. If Lekro did come out with 1 or even 2, that could have been a very good situation. Rolf actually converts NBK into a Kindle. That's going to be Lounge also drop, but Addix holds on to the line with the op. Nivera dropping down Rolf, and that will be the end of it. Again, it came a little bit too close to comfort, in my opinion.
It is 100%. Yeah. It is like you kind of count John Speeds out, but then somehow Revenant just very close to losing the rounds, really.
Nice to see it. And we were talking about usage of the op on the T side. Finally starting to see it from Addix. 11-4 on the board too. Of course, a couple of eco kills, if that really matters. At that point, Rolf really had an AK on his belt. Meanwhile, it's just going to be a push from the pit. Reiko seems to be the one to lead it, but they're not going to go for it quickly. Rolf wants to be the one to challenge. Utility in his hands. He has to be very careful. They're just going to back off. No reason to go down so early.
I'm curious to know if Revenant has a coach or not. I'll check that out.
I'm not entirely sure about it. That's a good question. If I remember correctly, I think I saw something. Let me check it out.
Yeah, they do have a coach.
Yeah, Buckets. Not entirely sure how to pronounce that, but yeah. So, it's an interesting project, all in all. Revenant, a new team for CS. Addix actually wants to shot on to break, and the op-to-op duel. Working off for the side of Revenant at the moment. Nivera getting a little bit closer towards the donut.
Lekro might just get this one. He does. 8X gets an entry towards the red room, though, and now towards the A side. They could split up. NBK is making his way. Waiting up for Lekro here, and Lekro is a little bit maybe too aggressive into this one. Spook has to do something about the Opper holding the rotation. Or else they'll just go for the save here. It looks like it from Johnny Speeds.
Yeah, you can just see the player on the double doors not really going for the push. There was a little second that he could have gone for a kill, maybe.
But look.
Oh, that is just gonna be a kill for him. Yeah, Addicts with the cool cap at the moment, just giving us shots. Oh, this is starting to look very one-sided, of course, here at the start. Now the question is, Johnny Speeds, what kind of a T side do they have? Our expert of the Swedish scene, let us know. I'm gonna actually
pretty aggressive.
Okay,
but I think the T side will be better for them than the CT side.
Yeah, what I'm looking at the moment, they have had CT side games, but on the T side they have had some rounds. They have won a lot on this map. Los Cocutos, Lil Mix, Johnny Speeds, they have had a very good history on this map. They've won Los Cocutos, Lil Mix, Unity, Lil Mix, Blessed, Unity, and they did lose against Viperia, but very close on. And the one last one was against Kappa Bar. It was 17-19 on an overtime on the Svenska Elitserie Spring 2024 finals. So, kind of cool. They have a nice trait on this map. And the question is, can they convert it on the T side? Or are we talking about another map already?
Ooh, great question. Let's see what they can do. There's a mid, it's a good push. Nivera doubles it up like that. Sends it to the next person. You got that? TikTok thing? Double up, send it to the next person.
Yeah, double it, give it to the next person, okay. Well, again, Draken, I have to say it now, Draken has gone down as the first player for many rounds now. So, we're not getting the impact I was hoping to get from him. 5-9 on the scoreboard, rocking it up on a couple of rounds too. So that's going to be the flash for the cave. It's not going to work out. Nivera blocks it perfectly. And the third kill of the round, that's going to be the triple for the man. Already from the lane, the push coming in, but NBK is just ready for it. The flash for the long, and Saucy, he doesn't even get behind the lines. It's just a beautiful round for the side of Revenant, and a perfect one as well.
Yeah, they really utilize it well. They use that information that they get from the flash in from roles like, all right, there's one player. As soon as they got spooked, they just push him out. Not giving him any time at all.
I have to say, on a couple of situations, Johnny Speed, they have been a little bit unfortunate, but looking at the amount of rounds, I have to say, Revenant, they just played this very well. Much better. Of course, now that we're going to swap the sides, this is where the game gets interesting. This is where usually some of the teams, they kind of start to choke. They start to not breathe that well.
Yeah, there's that 9-3 curse. Do you believe in that one?
Are you choking, curse? Are you choking? When you win the first pistol, you start to get a couple around. Oh, it's not 9-3 anymore. It's 9-7. That's where the pressure starts to cook. But at the same time, Revenant, if they win the pistol round, they're very close to the end too. So, Magic Appas, what are the feelings, especially with an A-side push?
Let's see here. Wow, this is huge though. From Revenant to play aggressive towards the A main position and get early information. Oh yeah, that's a free kill. Nivera doubles it up. Blackro will find one. Raiko goes in and clears it out.
Did we actually just see a tap to the face while getting away from that Molotov? He literally just caught a fadeaway shot behind the box to the head. That was an insane shot. Of course, Nivera is gonna hit that one. Maybe there's something into the Scream bloodline. There's just a headshot potential that no other players have. Just look at some of these shots. He is killing the player behind the smoke, fading away from the side, just getting that one tap to the face.
That's Lawa next. That's not Nivera.
No, it's Nivera with a double kill.
Yeah, but we're respecting Lawa next.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, we kill.
You missed the shots.
Okay. Oh, for a second there, I was ready. If that was him, that was one of the gnarliest shots we've ever seen. But of course, somebody even came up with the Valorant aim.
Yeah, he made a Valorant career a little bit. Nivera.
Yeah, he had, but it didn't work out. Or did well for a while, but the problem is, who really cares? We have CS for a reason. CS is the real match game. Do you play Valorant? Just lie and say no.
Oh.
Yeah, good job. No, it doesn't really matter. People can play whatever they want. as long as
I don't play it until I really have to at gunpoint. But
okay.
yeah, that's about it.
Well, we're about to witness a pistol round. The question is, are we going to get a spray down, or is it just going to be... It seems like the players are actually, every single one of them, stacking towards the double doors. This could be just a blenderized round. Addicts is ready on the swing.
As well.
Yeah, he has a player in the lane. This is just going to be crucial if they're not going to get... Yeah, the MP9 is just getting the kills. Nivera catches a couple in the between. 3 for Addicts, 1,800 bucks right there. And Revenant, like I said, they win the pistol, they win the round after that, and we are very close to a 12.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, they could really close out this map and be happy about this result, because it feels like they really anti-stratted Johnny Speeds into this map.
Yeah. Estoy muy happy. Let's get on with the storm. The players actually trying to go for the mid push. 3 of them just waiting behind it. Now the question is, are they going to get some more utility? This is just to play a little bit of time at the start. As long as he's still rocking that MP9, he's not going to try... Hopefully he's not going to try to laser them from the CT spawn. But yeah, they're going to give them the mid control, and Johnny Speeds, they can actually go for whatever play they want from here.
Let's see. Rifles up for them. They don't have any more chances. Like, this is the one they have to get.
Are we starting to lose hope?
I think that if they do want to make the comeback, this is the round that they really have to get. Because if they lose this one, their economy is 0 again.
Yeah, then it's not going to look that good. There is a chance if they get the Revenant's team into a money loop. The problem is that you are going to be needing a lot of rounds in a row anyways.
Oh,
nice catches. Oh yeah, it's got to be the MP9 at the start. Reiko comes up with the FAMAS, and even a second kill towards the smoke. Draken tries to do his best.
Well.
Yeah, but it's just not going to work out. Oh god. Five and 12. He hasn't had a kill in a couple of rounds now. Not the best start, but of course we still have a Mirage. We are going to be second map. Reiko with a triple. And even picks up the AK just to insult the enemy team. Yes, I got your weapon. I got your nose. I got your nose. What are you about to do about it? I got your nose. And Shazi, well, it's time to clutch your kick. You are going to be thrown out of the team if you don't get this one.
Nah, he's saving.
For what? That's the question.
For I mean, having the AK into the next round, because you don't have a lot of cash.
Another map. Oh god, this is just not good at the moment. So, of course, like we keep saying, it's Revenant's own map pick. This is what, in a way, is supposed to happen. Even though we have some map switches every now and then. But now the question that I'm starting to think about is that we are going to be hopping into Mirage, what the feeling is going to be like, because we know that Revenant, they can play Mirage as well. It's not like a Kryptonite map for them. Are we going to see the same from Johnny Speed over there, or is this just going to be one of those maps that they're just going to, like, just whip it under the rug, forget about it, let's focus on the next one?
I hope they'll wake up, but I'm expecting that Revenant has really made their homework right now.
Yeah.
Like I did say going into this match, don't, like, they're underdogs, Revenant, but don't underestimate them.
This game is definitely not over yet. We still at least have another map. So, from the chat, I really want to get a little bit of a feeling. Do we have people rooting for the side of Johnny Speeds? Do we have somebody liking Revenant at the moment? And be honest. We still have another map. It doesn't really matter that much. This is just the first one. It's a little bit of a sweeper under the rug, but this happens every now and then. Basura! Revenant, okay. There are a couple of Johnny Speeds on the chat as well. Okay, that's pretty cool. Off shot misses at the start. Addicts tries to go for his best. And this is just going to be left. A minute being played off the board already. Lounge will be homing from the donut. A nice go for the ruins. Yeah. Okay, that's a way to open up the A side.
Great job. But Lau and X doubles it up, gets the bomb as well. The bomb has been dropped. Look. Chazi with a triple kill, but that won't be enough. Roll goes down as well. Draken will be the final player. He does have the bomb right in front of him. Act 10 and a bomb. 2v1. Reiko has been playing well in cave, has been doing all the impact frags here. Talking with an AWP. That won't be enough. There's the game. We'll be headed into Mirage.
Yeah, I have to say, this is one of those situations where it feels kind of anticlimactic. You're supposed to say that, oh, it was a tough game, everything was possible at one point. Johnny Speeds, only if they did a couple of rounds, like 10 of them, in a different matter, we could have been talking about a little bit of a closer match. But this really was just the oversweep. It was very Revenant-sided. Of course, it is their own map pick. And like I was talking about, I really hope that Johnny Speeds just sweeps this under the rug, focus on the next one, because we still have Mirage coming up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mirage will be coming up, and we'll see you guys later. We do see that Donald has a drill there, so that's what he'll be doing until we get into the second map. So
I was fixing parts. Welcome back to the server, boys, as we're going to be hopping into Mirage after the first map. Ancient didn't go quite Johnny Speed's way, and as Revenant's on map pick, we were kind of waiting for a bit more, even though it was their choice. But we are going to be seeing a Mirage, and it seems like most of the players are going to be pushing in towards that B side, but it's going to be an aggressive play from NBK and his Go player. Already knowing that they've been spotted, they're gonna have to get a little bit closer to these angles, but already B side has been lost.
Great job for Lekro as well, getting the kill. And yeah, I mean, it's all about the retake right now. And look, Nivera tries to hold through from the kitchen. Good job done from Johnny Speeds right now with the map control being in place for the retake. They're not letting them in anywhere right now. And
Yeah, just
they go for the save.
Breaking his feet. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, but they're going for the save though.
Yeah, all the armor. They can actually buy some SMGs in the next round. What a peek! Actually knowing that they were gonna go for the boost there. Catching one of the players off guard. Reiko will be pushing from the backlines, trying to help his teammates. How many kills can he go for? None, it seems so far. Spooke is just absolutely railing them down, and Addicts barely alive. Oh, this save really didn't work out. None of it worked out.
So, the Ancient game probably didn't went at all as Johnny Speed expected. I mean, I thought it would be a closer game, but really good job done from Revenant. But I mean, we also saw during the rounds that there was a lot of fakes, there was a lot of strats coming up, there was a lot of tactics to draw out Johnny Speeds, and they did it well.
There were some good tries. And I have to say, from the previous rounds, even on this first round over here, if they did save those 4 armors, they could have gone for SMGs and some utility. That could have been an interesting round. An MP9, definitely a formidable weapon. But
100%.
sometimes the saves just go tits up. This time it just didn't work out. Now to the question, how do they want to continue? It seems just like a USB stack. Last bonus 2400. They can actually go for an M4 buy on the next round. That's going to work out easily. Have a little bit of a technical bounce here. Let's see. Somebody dropped. Nobody dropped this time, so there's always something. The worst ones I've ever heard, that somebody had such an old mouse, that actually had batteries on it that he had to change.
Ooh,
that's a very old mouse.
Who had that?
I don't remember. It's been a little while. I think it was back in the eSportal days when I was casting.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Okay, back to worst and mid play. It seems like the AKs just want to scale up, take as much as... Wait a minute, they actually went for a buy. That's going to be an UMP, MP9s, 5.7, even a FAMAS. Okay.
Trying to go
they really want to battle for this one.
Let's see here, Lekro has a Aussie as well. Draken goes in with the Mac 10, getting the first kill. But look, I mean, Adix is pushing out. Contact by Rolf. Draken finds another one, tries to go for a third one. Nivera will shut him down.
The first time in a while that I've seen a UMP and it just got absolutely blasted. Didn't even actually get a chance to play. But it seems like they are reading the B play pretty well. There's a smoke on the side, which they can actually use to scale into it. Lekro is getting very close already from the backsides. The problem is Nivera doesn't have a lot of health points to be playing around with. Goes for the swing. Just gets annihilated. And behind the smoke, Addicts, the only one to grab a kill. That's going to be good, but from the door, it's just not going to work out. Comes up with a second one. Okay, a 1 versus 2. Both players close to the side. Spooky is just trying to scale on top of it. That is going to be a nice try, but it just doesn't land, doesn't connect. Johnny Speeds, they take care of this round. They do lose a couple of the weapons, but Revenant, they lose an entire buy on this one.
Exactly, and they have a full eco ahead of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
one of the
it
great things is
combined.
that Addix did get a couple of kills with the SMG, so he can actually buy an op on the next one. So at least that's something.
Let's see into round number 3. No real stack from Revenant. Maybe going underground, trying to do some work here. Now next will be the first one. Chazi going in.
Oh no.
Gets the kill. Zeus will be a failure.
Yeah, that wasn't that far away. You saw the lines. Not quite hitting the player, but hey. Every now and then. So, from the jungle, it seems like Addix is holding this deagle angle. Oh, just looks at the smoke just a bit too much. He had the crosshair in the right position at the start. Gets absolutely tapped by that Mac 10. And this is just going to be a standard A-side push. Even with Revenant's players holding down the site, I have to say it. This is going to be a Johnny Speeds round. They have to fumble the bag pretty big time to lose this one.
Exactly. I'm 100% with you with this one. And look, Rolf gets the first. I think he actually gets 1 kill.
Yeah, he's just going to get away from that spot. They are seeming to, try to go for the short play, it seems like. There was a weapon that he dropped, but it's so far away, he's not going to have the time to grab it. Nivera trying to save that armor and a 5-7 for the next round. This is going to be the best option for him. And BK, well, he's going to play the Delpins angle. Fountain right here. Trying to hold anybody pushing in from the con. If they're a little bit sleepy, they might be cut off.
So 3-0 up. Early on into Mirage, looking a little bit like Ancient did. But
get them into that gear.
I think they woke up after Ancient. Like a cold shower. Like
yeah. The one that I actually took today. So that is Rolf's room. Very beautiful. I like the dark colors. Everything is cool. Let's see what they can. Yeah, let's see what they can actually come up with now that we are going to be seeing one of the gun rounds from Revenant. Usually on Mirage.
Look at the power cable on that one next.
I just didn't last time. I didn't notice.
Yeah, look at it next time.
Yeah.
Just barely hanging in. You look, good entry from Rolf. Lecro finds the second one in mid as well. 2 kills early on into the round. It's the rifle round of Revenant, and Johnny Speeds molds it through. Has a huge advantage into this one now. It's a 5v3 situation, probably going towards the B site now as they're collecting up. Nivera will have a lot to do.
Yeah, that is one of the things that I wanted to talk about, is that when you finally get into that first buy round, especially on the Revenant side, losing a couple of rounds at the start, you usually want to shock the enemy team, get some kind of a mid-control or something like that. They tried to go for it. They just got absolutely annihilated on the push. Utilities finally flying on towards the B side, and they are just scaling in. This is Revenant just trying to save for the next one. They can still buy in for the next one somehow, but it's not going to look pretty. It is not going to be perfect. There's a little bit of loss bonus, so a couple of the players can actually drop the weapons. Taking a little bit damage right there, shooting at their own teammates at the moment. Nivera gets that kill, and every single other T is just rotating away to save their weapons. Are they going to go for the AK? Nivera with an AK? Not a bad choice. Using that Vandal. Oh, those names.
Yeah, we'll just make up the names of the rifles in our game.
Oh yeah, look at the power cable now. I see it. It's on tension. Okay. That's not the way to do it. If he adjusts his monitor, that's just going to come off.
So if we have a technical pause.
Seems like we're thinking about that. Didn't take that long. Yeah, we're good. Back into the groove. Another buy. And you can just see the money at the moment. It's not looking good. A couple of the players, they have a couple of thousand. With the lost bonus, they can go for the buy, but it's just not going to be equivalent for the whole entire team. Meanwhile, Rolf on top of it. Oh, the timing. He spots the head. Comes back for the kill. Anubis. What are you standing for? Well, for a headshot, it seems. Stays on the same spot for a little bit too long, even after being spotted. And that's a quick way to lose your head. Meanwhile, Johnny Speed, they're gonna just enjoy that first kill. And it seems like they're starting to pack that bomb just a bit closer towards the B side. One of the... it seems like Rolf is just holding down the T-spawn here, making sure that if they're gonna go for the information play, they're gonna know about it. Yeah, there's a lot of players on towards the middle and one towards the B side. They have to be careful where they are going to be pushing.
Micro might have a troublesome one here. Oh, it's all about Ryko. Gets that kill, gets a second. Almost a third as well, but there's Chazi getting traded out by Lau. Great job done from Ryko. Really makes the round this time.
I'm a bit surprised that after Ryko's first kill, they just didn't decide to push back towards the B-side push. They know already that there's some kind of a setup towards the middle. They could have gone for the quick B-side play, but there's still just a bit of a chance. Rolf, if he gets the kill on towards the stairs, that's going to be the one to open it up, but Jungle peaks at the perfect time. Laux is the one to come out with the kill, and 15 seconds has been left on the clock. Drake, and the only way to get that bomb down is possibly the B-side, but he just doesn't know about it. He thinks there's a player in there, so he's trying to save that up for the next one.
Did you just call him Drake?
Yeah, like the rapper.
Team Kendrick, though.
Isn't it the same person?
No.
Okay. Bit of gloomy faces on a stream at the moment. This is how it started on Ancient. Johnny Speed's winning a couple of rounds at the start. Then it was just a full Revenant show. Is it gonna happen again? Is Johnny Speed's going to answer that one round? They still have a buy easily, not even a problem here. How did I want to play it? One of the players coming very close towards the pit. That's gonna be Reiko. Kind of the star MVP from the last round, doing a very good job on the middle.
A lot of impact frags from him.
Yeah, he's been looking very good. One of the Polish players that I want to keep an eye on. And this seems to be a A-side split. It's just going to be a full push towards the site. And Reiko, he's in a very big role here. If he can drop a couple of players, this could be it. First push coming in. Reiko dropped down by Adex. They still don't know about it, but a quick peek coming in from Zazi to drop him down. That's going to be NBK with the kill onto Rolf and gets the second one. Goes for the third one, but Spooky gets the trade. Laux will be the one to step in with the kill onto him, and Lekro, the in-game leader from a couple of teams, just executed on the spot.
Beautiful
and
display.
That is a nice try, but it just didn't work out. I was actually putting a lot of merits onto Reiko to actually win this round, but he just got one-tapped directly at the start. Nothing he could have done from that spot.
I mean, they had it under control as soon as the nades flew through.
Yeah.
Revenant knew exactly what to do, like exactly how to shut it down. Adex picking Drokin like that. That's about it.
Exactly what we're talking about. This happened on Ancient as well. Then it was just Revenant show. Of course, this is the other way around at the moment. First early kill, pushing on towards the middle like that. Lekra and Spooky going down. That's going to be Drake, and finally, at least getting the trade. But losing a couple of players at the start for a very dry push. That is gonna hurt the team. And an op from Addicts holding down Khan. Meanwhile, Revenant, they are thinking about taking the information from the pit. Getting a little bit closer, just holding a setup. They're not gonna go for the info. They don't know where the play is coming from.
I think they're rotating. As soon as they heard that smoke in mid as well.
Good protocol. Even a better kill from Reiko.
Such an important kill.
Especially the way to bring it to a true man advantage at the moment. 40 seconds been left on the clock with the bomb. Raken is just posting the ladder room. And that will be Zazi. They will be trying to push onto the side at the same time. But the problem is they need to win their individual fights, and at the moment Adex is just holding the corner so well. The second they pop in, it's a shot to the body and it's done. And Draken again. Mr. Drake, Mr. Rapper. Okay, executes Reiko at least. That's gonna be 15 seconds left on the clock, but the problem is he's not gonna have the time to scale onto the site. And that's just another save for the Swedish Opera.
Yeah. Probably not call him Drake after allegations and stuff like that.
There was allegations? I have no idea what's been happening.
Like Kendrick has been rapping about him liking
the funny thing is I don't listen to rap. I have no idea what's been happening. But okay, I'll stop. Dragon. I'm gonna call him Dragon from now on.
Dragon from iNation.
Yes.
Let's go.
I mean,
he's in Partisan now, though. He's in Partisan now.
Not entirely sure.
Do you want to do it in... we have a timeout. But do you want to do it in like the Swedish pronouns of Draken?
How do you say it?
Draken.
Pronunciation in Swedish is always weird.
Nah. The Finns are...
No. We speak like elves.
Nah, you guys have a made-up language.
No. Our language is real. Yours is the... It sounds like you're happy all the time.
Yeah,
we speak like...
Finnish is like made up. Like, how do you say sausage?
Oh, don't come out with the thing that we're a Japanese fishing project. We're not. We're a real place. There's actually people thinking about that, so... I think the same people believe in a flat earth at the same time, but it is what it is.
We have a tech pause.
Yeah. It's gonna be a reset, so...
Lau's display went off.
Did somebody drop? Seems like... Okay.
Also, spook. That's enough.
Spooke?
No. Just spook.
Spook.
Yeah.
Oh, like spooky. Okay.
We're going to...
Yeah, it seems like we are about to have a little bit of a bigger break. Something happened on the server, so we're waiting for that to be figured out. We are going to be hopping in about a second, so when we're ready, it seems like a minute only is going to be needed to get that into working condition. So, how did Mirage start, Magic Abbas?
How did Mirage start? It started off pretty well for Johnny Speeds, getting 3-0 up. But after some rifles coming through and Revenant are coming back into the game.
Yeah, it seems like we're seeing some protocols. We have been seeing a couple of nice tries from Johnny Speeds to, for example, push on towards the A side. And Revenant, they have their utility, they have their setups working at the moment. Of course, those are just the first tries. I want to see it a couple of the times where Johnny Speeds, they start to actually kind of changing their pushes a little bit. Can Revenant actually step up at that point as well? That's going to be interesting.
Exactly. But yeah, quite excited to see that one happening here. And yeah, I wonder how they will do. Johnny Speeds have a lot to do right now if they want to go away with this one.
Do you believe that Johnny Speeds has the power to win this one? Is it gonna happen after seeing Ancient?
I mean,
I can see from your face.
I still have Johnny Speeds as favorites going into this one, but it is an uphill battle. It is a very uphill battle. It's losing 13-3 and then going into the next game.
Yeah.
But let's see what they will do. I'm feeling much better. I'm already healthy, by the way, guys. Sorry. The chat has been amazing during the days when I've been sick. They've been always comforting me, and we always had a good time watching.
We have some good people in the upper chats over there. And yeah, talking about Johnny Speeds at the moment, I do have to say that we need a little bit more action from Draken. He's been a little bit slow at the start. Not saying that he's lacking at the moment, but we're just not getting the impact that we are needing from an Opper. Rolf has been playing a very good game so far, so we don't really need anything else from him. Of course, a little bit step up on this map. But we also already saw him on Ancient. Nivera with the first shot. That's going to be Draken. The player we were talking about absolutely gets sidelined.
Look, Nivera is pushing up.
Yep, he's just... Oh, the shot misses, but the teammate helps Zazi with a beautiful shot onto Lounge.
Jiggles it. But goes down to Nivera. The Valorant aimer. comes through until Lecro shuts him down.
That has to hurt. Of course, this is a little bit of a cheaper round for them to grab a couple of the kills. Not the bad way to go.
But still, Draken put a lot of cash into that op.
I have to say that's true. But there's a little bit of a problem. Addix is holding middle. If Roll...
Yeah.
You get through this. Oh, yes. It wasn't that far away on the edge of that bag. But it seems like they got the information. The push is coming on towards the B side. But the players are not going to barge in. It's just going to be that op corner.
They're afraid of...
for the B. And just holding up the apps.
Afraid of Lecro's AWP here. So it's caught off. Lecro finds one. There's still one below. Pretty close. Lecro doesn't find Reiko in that position. And we have 4-4. It's even.
I have to say, it was a very weird round. But damage on the CT economy is on point. The problem is they just have way too much money. Addix, he's balling at the moment.
And throughout this season, we've had Keydrop as our sponsors Jersey's tournament. Use the promo code EPL, get a $50 and a 10% deposit bonus.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also a giveaway.
Look at that. Aldas being used, this time a little bit too preemptively. Nobody's actually holding it. The op shot from the lower doesn't really work out. Spook. Nice shot on the Addix, just nails him down. That's going to be the entry that they were looking for. And Johnny Speed's kind of finding a little bit of a starter here on round number 9.
About Reiko and Nivera, they have to be shut down here for Johnny Speeds, but in the meantime, they can't really do it.
Should they consider him as the main opper now? Jesus.
Probably. I mean, his shots have been very good.
Yeah, on point today. Quick
32.
shot coming in from Spook, but gets absolutely traded. It's team ace in a way from 3 of the players. NBK, Nivera, and Reiko, every single player with a shot so far. Johnny Speeds, Rolf, getting a little bit closer from the pit with the bomb, and finally it seems like the information has been scaled towards the Revenant side. You can see some of these barrels starting to turn around. NBK coming up with the kill, pushes at the perfect timing, dodges the bullets, mollies the pit, and Zavzis has been left between a rock and a Molotov. So, not a good place to be at. The side steps coming in from NBK. We're not going to get the Michael Jackson peak, but it's a shot to the face. Triple kill for him, and he's kind of rolling some of the times back from his career.
Here's a tactical now for John's Speeds as well.
Yeah. Maybe for a reason. Looking at a couple of the rounds, this is what we were talking about. This happened on Ancient. They started off well, and after that was just a Revenant show. So you take a time out now, you talk about what's happening. Where do we lose these first shots? What kind of setups are they holding? And what could be the tag to actually push in? We have seen some couple of dynamic plays from Johnny Speeds. We have seen setup plays. And it feels like none of them have worked so far. Even with an entry from Spook. It's just every time they get something, it's a quick trade from either Nivera or Addix or somebody else. And when even NBK is starting to shut off some of the pushes, that's when you know it's done. Not trying to be insulting, of course.
No. I mean, it's pretty well spot on here.
Yeah.
And they execute coming up here with some semi-buys and pistols coming through. Let's just see what they can do. Coming into this one here. Reiko does it well to survive there. How finds NBK on a team kill, but Lecro gets the second kill. So it's a 4v3 right now for Johnny Speeds instead.
Well, sometimes you have to take down your teammate to get some frags. Lounge from the ticket will be finding the sandwich corner. Quick kill. It could be a double kill, double peek from the side. Spook is trying to get that corner, but the problem is they're giving a little bit control for the side of Johnny Speeds to go for that bomb plant, but it's just not going to work out. Nivera pushes on to the side at the perfect timing. Lounge drops down the player from the burn, and that is just going to be Lounge with the last kill as well. Revenant, they have the key for every single lock that Johnny Speed is throwing at them at the moment. And Nivera, he just looks bored. This is just a Monday for him.
I mean, this the smoke that it pulls out and goes into the A site that really fumbles for Johnny Speeds. I mean, are they going to push that one? Are they not? And when he pushes the smoke, they're caught red-handed with a bomb planted.
And I have to say, we're seeing a very nice CT side. It's just not that they're holding and getting some ridiculous kills. They're actually going for different styles of play every round. The players are just burning on top of the Molotov. Why? What's happening at the moment? And BK even comes out with a kill. Spook finally gets the trade, but the problem is they have been burned so low. Spook and Draken barely alive, and this AK will definitely take care of the Ghost. Nivera. Oh, he's just enjoying this one. It's still like
he's having a great game, right?
This is like a DM server for him. That Molotov was so shallow too. We're starting to see these little tilty mistakes here and there. Shazi actually gets a nice shot onto NBK. So, it's still, in a way, it is tied, but just looking at the damage at the moment, it's just not looking good. And Nivera, oh, he has the right angle, he's ready. He only needs a bullet on that first player. Dropping behind the site, waiting for the drop. And you know what's about to happen.
He's waiting for Chazi.
Yeah. They need a very quick kill. Oh, we are getting a little bit of a Michael Jackson peak there. Thank you, Valve. Something that we were looking for. Beautiful models. They have to make some kind of a noise to drop down on the side. That's going to be the signal for Nivera to go absolutely ham at that point. And that's going to be Shazi. First one in line. Already dropped. Going for the information. Behind the pillar. Behind the backside. There's a player. Oh, will be the one to take the peek. Gets the shot. Okay.
Addict though. He's low. He's low. Draken is low. And Draken has to get one shot. One opportunity right now. It's a...
Arms heady. Mom spaghetti.
Exactly. It's all that.
What is needed. That's exactly what he's going to get.
Adex pulls through. We got Revenant. It's 7-4.
That's a shot to the face. Yeah, that's a lot of rounds in a row.
Is it 4 now or 5?
I think it's... Give me a second because I have a feeling. No, it's 7 rounds in a row. They got the first 4. It's literally 7 rounds in a row. With different styles, different setups, different rounds. That's a lot. Revenant, this is literally what's been happening on Ancient, except Johnny Speeds actually, they got onto their fort. On Ancient, they only got 3 at the start. Meanwhile, Anubis will be hopping on towards the site. Oh, what a beautiful entry from Drake. And finally, we get a bit of input from him. That's going to be Spook with the second one onto Reiko, but it's still not over. We know that the Oppers are still alive, and they have been one of the biggest problems so far.
There goes Adeg. Tries to go for another one. Smoke him out. Get mid-control a little bit here. But it's all about timing. Look, it's all about timing. Spook. He doesn't find him. And he'll get a free frag on Lekro instead. The trade arrives, but is it a little bit too late?
Yeah, it was good. Execution wasn't.
Oh. He'll be so surprised. He'll be so surprised by that angle.
Well, 5 on the board is at least going to be something to play with. Seems like we have a healthy option from Pepsi. Just water. Good boy, Rolf. And the question is, do we see a bit worried faces on the side of Johnny Speeds? What kind of a CT side do they have on Mirage? Looking at their stats from the previous games. So, Mirage has been 69%, nice. And on the CT side, they have actually had a worse CT side and a better T side so far. So, it's been 54% and 46% on the CT side, of course. Looking at some of the teams that they have beat. They did win Revenant before 13-7. And we have to say, well, Revenant already has the 7th round on the board. Is this all they get?
I think so.
Can they pull it off on the defenders? Of course, we have seen some even greater games where they could have pulled it back. So it's not the end of the world in a way. The question is, Revenant, what kind of a T side do they have?
Nivera has been on point.
Yeah, no, Nivera has, on the defending roles, he's been so good. Now the question is, once we're going to be changing this to aggressive pushes, the problem is that Revenant, they've only had 4 games on Mirage, 25 win rate. And their T side has been quite close to 50-50 with the CT side, so they could, in theory, put the same effort that they did on the CT side. Now the question is, can Johnny Speeds shut it down?
Someone asking, what is the prize pool? The prize pool is $10,000.
5K for the winner. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Yeah, a bit of moolah.
What's it called? Moolah?
Money, yeah, moolah.
In what language?
Mulita. I have no idea. I think that's maybe even Jamaican, not sure. It's from Rush Hour.
Rush Hour?
That moolah, yeah. The old school one, first one. No, not Rush Hour, sorry. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys. Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Off we go. 7 seconds left on the freeze time. Round 13. Who will be taking the pistol?
Yeah, that's
for the team
very
that they
important.
take it. Yeah, I've said for Johnny Speeds, it could be a very quick tie. For Revenant, it could be a very large lead. Looking at what they're going to go for, they're going to leave the bomb at the spawn. Meanwhile, this is just a 2-1-2 attack at the moment. Just trying to look and give as much space from most of the sides as they can.
They're sending one through the underground.
Yeah. The idea is just to get control. And from these positions, they can actually go for whatever setup they want to. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Spook nearly got away with his life.
Oh, he did. He did get away with his life.
Barely. Nice kills from Nivera. Already dropping down roll. That's going to be the scale on towards the A side. Oh my god, so much space is being gained. Addix takes care of the player underneath the balcony, and that is going to be the window push. Zazi doesn't even get to play. Spook, well, if there ever was a situation for a 1 versus 4, that's the first kill already.
There he goes.
Lounge will be shutting him down from the short. And I have to say it right now, Johnny Speeds looking a little bit confused on the server.
Yeah. I mean, this is a very tough round to swallow. You have to go for the full eco here.
Ooh. 2K left to play around with. Barely even a kill.
Also, I mean, we talked about the two players, Raiko and Nivera in this map. They've been playing so well.
Yeah, you have to give it to them. And I was kind of trying to hype up Rolf from the last map, but he's being -7 at the moment. Not really getting a kill. Spook, okay. Drops down Addix. We have a little bit of power here left. It seems like the Deagle is actually working, but the problem is we don't have anything else than a couple of Deagles and most of the USBs. Anubis catches down Necro. Yeah, but it works out. Quick shot to the face. And the veteran knows every single angle. Nothing is a surprise to him. And Sazi, if he gets a double from here, this could be still doable. Forget it.
Oh yeah, this round looks like it's said and done, right? What a walkthrough from Revenant, though. Like, losing 2-0 against Johnny Speeds, like, all right, let's go into this one. Let's make our homework. Let's prepare ourselves. Let's be on our A game, the best game ever. Feels like they've woken up early on to the day and like, let's grind this one.
Timeout that is needed for them to talk.
Now there's rifles coming up. It's not all over. Rifles
Yeah,
are
it's not
coming
Joe
up.
over. But
3 rounds in. I mean, 3 rounds in for
even if they
Revenant.
lose the gun round, it's not the end of the world, but it is one of those situations that, because the way that they have been losing these rounds, that's the problem. It's the style. Revenant, they have been just looking very good.
In Ancient, I felt that they were closer though.
Yeah.
There was a lot more
Felt
closer
more like a
rounds
battle.
that time. Yeah.
And here on Mirage, on their own map pick, where Revenant actually has a very shallow game pool, of course, according to HLTV. That's a bit of a problem. Now, if Johnny Speeds could win the round over here, Revenant, they still have enough to buy for our next round, but if they could actually hold down a couple of the force buy rounds as well, we could be starting to talk about a bit of a comeback, and not just a comeback, maybe a little bit of a more tight game. But the problem is, if Revenant, they win this one, there's not a lot of money left. That's going to be the 10th on the board, even the second round after that, depending if they want to go for a force buy or not. Johnny Speeds, they could be looking at the end of the map. But the push will be coming, or this seems to be just a fake, because they're just testing the waters. A lot of utility being left. Laos is even actually jumping down. Zazi left alone on the side, but you can't see the reaction from the A side. Still holding those 2 players, holding them hostage, and just look at this. Laos opening up the backside. Zazi, how did he hear that?
Oh, yeah. The great refrag from Reiko arrives.
Dragon's lurk is just perfect.
But, yeah, look here.
A little bit sloppy, but it works out.
Wolf catches 1 player as well. This could be a great shutdown. Wait. 3v2 situation. Rotation towards A site. It's Electro who's the closest one, going towards CT side here. He'll get a lot of information here.
Jonas Olofsson, first one on the line. Dodges that Molotov. It's going to be Addicts with that flash to go in. Gets the double kill away to get the control back to the C side. Oh my god, Johnny Speeds, they did so much work on the B side to lose it like that.
Yeah.
And Nivera left with Addicts just to hold it down behind the default side of the box. Nivera will be taken down to peak. A shot to the face, and Draken. Oh, he doesn't like this one. Revenant.
I have no words for after that
Yeah,
round.
if they can pull out rounds like that out of their asses, that is just ridiculous at that point. That flash combo.
The molly, first the molly that...
Yeah, to
really
push the
them,
CTs onto the right side.
Yeah, to the right side, and then the flash. It's all calculated.
Yeah. I have to say that what they're doing at the moment is just so well choreographed.
Yeah.
I was kind of on the lower end of the fact that NBK is going to be an IGL again, but I have to say, even with these players, this team is looking kind of bonkers at the moment.
I think he's coordinating them quite well, MBK.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing the homework, he's doing how to distract them, he's doing the rounds pretty well here.
Yeah, I have to say that the basics are on point. The question is when they're going to go against the upper echelon of the teams, how the stress is going to be affecting them at that point. The protocols, everything like that. Do he has to call so much? Do he has to call more at that point? But here on the grand finals of the EPL Division 2 against Johnny Speeds, they're looking like they're on fire at the moment.
I feel like they just have to do their homework. Like, Revenant, they played against Johnny Speeds, lost against Johnny Speeds, learned from that, and here they are playing in this fashion.
Yeah.
And that is, if they want to keep on growing, I think they have to grow by losing, maybe, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you learn from your mistakes, that's true. And at least something keeps hold on the server. Johnny Speeds, well, they're speedy on their map losses at the moment. So let's see if they can actually slow it down this time around. A buy coming in from the side of Revenant again. It's just going to be full AK. It's not even that much utility except from a couple of the players. Saving that money, knowing if they go down, they still have that early buy. Meanwhile, Johnny Speeds, it's just going to be a couple of armors with deagles. And we have seen Lecro go absolutely nuts before, but I have to say, they kind of need a round here.
More than just one round.
Okay.
Lock him. actually to get what Lecro goes and gets 2 kills like that.
He's got weapons as well.
But look, yeah. When the players in Revenant are on point, it's hard for Johnny Speeds to try to stop them. And look. Yeah, this is perfect timing, perfect play. Spook is in a very tough spot here. And look, wow. Wow.
Sometimes you just test the smokes.
That was a senior vac moment. You remember?
Flush a tap to the face. Yeah, Flush it, just testing the smokes a bit. But that was a little bit closer towards the balcony, wasn't it? Same side.
No, that was I was behind the stairs, like in connector through the wall bag.
Yeah, well, to be honest, he has like 27,000 clips, so. Oh God. Well, sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. That time it really didn't. Revenant, 11 on the board. If they win this one, it is starting to sound like a swan song. I'm not entirely sure what happened. Maybe Johnny Speeds, they just woke up a little bit. Because this isn't just Revenant playing good. This is Johnny Speed being a little bit sloppy at the same time, too.
Yeah. But also, I mean, I've been so... I've been praising Johnny Speeds for a lot. Like, they've been playing so well in recent months. Like, getting better and better and better. Here's their first struggle, I think. Their first real struggle that I can see going into this.
Yeah, and it's against Revenant on a grand finals. It's not like we're talking about them losing to a no-name team.
No. 100%.
Yeah, we literally have a major winner on the server at the moment, so...
I mean, but you've seen John Speeds throughout the seasons as well, like...
Yeah, that'd been good. And they actually took the upper bracket towards the finals, too, so this is Revenant kind of getting revenge in a way.
100%.
In a very hefty way. What a spray coming in from Lecro to drop down MBK at least, but they're still going to go for the B-side, push that flick. This is going to be on point, even from the air. Every single one is going to be a hit, even the Batman. And that will be Shazi to trying to hold down the side, knowing how important this round is. Beautiful shot from the air. I love that one. More of that, please. Addicts starting to get a little bit passive. Meanwhile, there's a push coming in behind. Yeah. We might actually see a knife. No. Shot to the... Yeah, Rolf just will be going down, and he's just going to be the second alert. Reiko. Oh my God, how much space he has. It's a 1 versus 2 on the side. The player is so far away. A nice tap behind the bench, and that will be the B-side loss. The bomb, does it have the time? No, it's a default victory, Draken. The only thing he doesn't have to do is speak, but he gets the kill onto Addicts before the round is done, and Johnny Speed, by a miracle of luck, they're still alive. Oh my God.
Someone just wrote, I love edging to your voices, casters.
Why are you so edge on the table? Get back from it. Look at that shot. That was from the air. Just catching that player, trying to get on the front side of that site. Just doesn't work out. The lurks were on point. The problem is they didn't quite react to the push. At that point, it had to be a full push from Addicts to get that bomb, but it's okay. Lose a round like that from the side of Revenant, it's not the world's end.
Good aggression from Rolf here.
Yeah, that's a beautiful first start kill for them. Again, the man advantage, but we have seen this before. Coming out even with the second one, Rolf. Okay.
Great flash from Spook.
And this is exactly what we're talking about. We needed him to start to activate to see more rounds on JS's side. Draken actually comes out with a kill onto NBK. Or Draken, however you want to pronounce it in Swedish. And meanwhile, Lounge.
How did you say it?
Draken.
That's good.
Okay, it's actually good. I was kind of joking, but yeah, that's Swedish for you.
don't put the A too long, but...
Okay, Draken.
Yeah, perfect.
All right, Draken. And Lounge just holding on. A couple of the early kills being... Well, it's been going very heavily towards the Johnny Speed side without a trade frag, so... Revenant. They might be just looking into do some damage onto the economy. What's up?
You want to go to 7-Eleven?
Ah, it's the... Yeah, haha.
Haha.
A little while.
I got brain damage.
Yeah. Maybe I have as well.
Just waiting at the moment.
Yeah, this is just a very slow round at the moment. Addicts just holding down the back lines. This is just going to be a save. That AK with the op, looking at the money, they don't really have a lot of it, but...
Almost.
Yeah, they... Okay. Maybe getting a little bit too...
Nah, he was going for the rifle.
Yeah, definitely was, but didn't really acknowledge the player holding the rifle right there, but it doesn't matter. The question is that they are going to be having enough money if they want to go for a force buy, Tech 9s with armor, stuff like that. What are we going to get from Revenant right now? What is going to be the play?
I'm curious to see what MBK will call through here.
Yeah. AK with an op, couple of Tech 9s, pistols. They could actually go for a full A-side push with flashes, getting those pistols closer. Op, covering the back lines. AK, trying to get as much havoc as he can. Maybe drop that AK to Nivera. You know exactly what the man can do.
Yeah, I mean, that can be pretty forceful. They do have some techies instead.
Oh, look at that! Tech 9s, okay. It's like, oh my god. I just know things. And the Tech 9s could actually drop the utility down on the floor if they want to, but it seems like they're actually going to go for the quick utility for the window. And most of the players are posed towards the B-side push. This could be a split. Yeah, okay. Bomb will be dropped at the start, and Addicts will be pushed onto the line to grab that first kill.
Yeah, trying to go for the mid-control. Revenant.
Yeah, and Lounge will be leading with that AK, but he's already done. So, that's a pickup of a weapon that Reiko could actually pick up right now.
Oh, look at the nade at Nivera.
Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Even the Molotov. Oof. Enjoy it.
Barbecue. I can find one more here. Yeah. Echo gets another one. We were missing the fights, but we can at least talk about them.
It's going to be 8 on the board soon. They don't do anything crazy. Even spotting the player behind the smoke. Nivera is just getting a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Oh, Spooky. Spook is definitely ready for it. 4 HP is nothing to bask about at the moment. Draken. I'm not sure if we're seeing him getting a little bit passive at the moment, but he's been doing okay. 12 to 12. Spook with 14 to 12. Lecro even giving us some numbers here on Mirage. And this is getting into that point where it's actually doable. It is possible for Johnny Speed still to bring it back. But I'm just a little bit worried for that Revenant's... Maybe Johnny Speed's one mistake or a great round for Revenant. Yeah, that's the problem usually. Is that one little situation where you lose the sight.
But here's an opportunity to really build up confidence, momentum, but also the economy as well. 8x will be low. The economy for Revenant will be low here, and we'll be having 8-11.
Okay. Yeah. No, that actually is a good point. It is going to be the rounds too.
Yeah, they save up with all their players.
At least. Yeah.
Save up with all their players. They can buy again in case of losing a round. But they really play now as they don't have any options left anymore. Like, this is the last line. We can do whatever we want. The pressure is not that big anymore.
Exactly. And there is that one margin of error for the side of Johnny Speeds. So it's just going to be Glocks with a couple of P250s. Even a Tech 9 being bought. And this is just going to be a slow round. This is going to be the Kenny S of the Titans. They're going to be pushing Addicts into a peek and roll if we can drop a player. And this is really what you wanted to avoid back in the days. If you were whatever team, don't peek at the moment. Don't put your head into any of these corners.
No, and they're pretty well aware, John Speeds, that Addicts probably saved an op.
Yeah, he's been hitting some very good shots as well. That one bullet from that Glock definitely is going to be rotating the whole CT team. Okay. Seems like they're focusing a little bit more on towards that A side. I'm not entirely sure what happened, but it seems like they're gonna push the bomb towards the B side. This is a B side push.
Exactly.
So far. Yeah. And they don't have the manpower holding it. The question is, when does the CT side understand what's happening? Finally, it's starting to look like one of the players is getting a little bit of a glimpse of the future.
The thing is that none of Johnny Speed's players are going for information right now. They're just waiting for Revenant to make the first move.
Scared of that up, maybe for a good reason as well. And we're starting to finally see these weapons or the pistols getting back towards that B side.
But here's some
Revenant
rotation
comes
though.
back. And now they have the 3-point attack. Yeah, they're ready. Molotov for the apps. 20 seconds will be left
This is a great
when they can
molly.
go for the push.
Here they go though. First kill.
To the face.
All about farming a little bit. Frags here now. 8x finds one, but that will be it. Again, probably going for the save here.
Yeah, save for the next round. That op has lived more than James so far. Nice execution to the face. Way to bring down the player. I'm a little bit surprised that nobody's in the chat spamming James all the time.
I don't think
And
that's...
here we are. Tactical pause. Now it's getting a little bit closer. A couple of rounds away. Finally getting the buy. A good reason for a pause here is to try to get your bearings in line. Because if you win this one, whatever happened before doesn't really matter. Then it's just that one round. And it's going to be a 2-0 for Revenant. Meanwhile, for Legioni Speeds, they still need to do a bit more work.
Let's see what will happen here. I mean, can they make the comeback? Getting this round won't really reset the economy a lot here on Revenant. I mean, they can still make a semi-buy or a force buy as well. The speeds have, though, the opportunity. It's not over. Draken is in a very aggressive position here in Palace against Nivera. It's a 1v1, and Nivera is not quite buying into going all the way through for checking all of the corners in Palace here. While the rest of the team is taking mid control, Chauncey is in position to battle, but Reiko will get that entry. And Revenant now had some options to make, has some options to play for. As Draken finds Nivera in Palace, he'll get a second kill on MBQ through the smoke. Towards the B side, here goes the execution though. And it's Lecro alone until rotation from Draken arrives here. Can he survive in order to hold on to the B side? Hold on to the rotation. Reiko will try to hold the rotation. He tries to clear all day side. Spook times him well. Lecro goes out, finds one, finds the second player as well, but Draken will get the kill, and we got 10-11.
That is getting very close right now. Revenant, they're starting to bleed.
Imagine this is the moment where John Speeds just resets the game, like goes in, wins 13-11 here, goes into the second map of Anubis, third map, sorry, and wins it there.
I have to say, at this point, if that actually happens, Revenant, the only one they can actually blame is themselves. They've had a heck of a lead on this map.
Yeah.
Bleeding rounds after rounds. Of course, trying different styles, but the problem is, to let this happen could be a little bit of a nail in the coffin at the moment. Ooh, nice catch coming in from Spook, just getting that kill. Fadeaway shot to the face as well. Addix takes the plum to the floor. Meanwhile, the rotation, the utilities finally starting to bounce in, but it's going to be Drake, and with a kill, that's going to be Spook with another one, and Reiko gets a couple of shots. Opens up the site, but the problem is he's alone. Tries to grab that bomb for him to go for the plant. But this is going to be a very hard round for him to win if he wants to go for it still. And you can see the long lurk coming in from Shazi as well. Yeah. If he finds the kill on towards the con, that could be actually a 1 versus 2 that is doable. That's a nice shot, but the problem is he's very low on HP at the moment.
2v1 right now. Yeah, Shazi. Could just wait for Shazi to come out here. Yeah, there it goes.
Yeah, it's done. Nice attempt, though. Just wasn't enough. It hurts. It hurts.
So, 11-11, the comeback has been made.
Oh yeah, definitely. And not just the comeback. They, even in my opinion, they have a bit more of the edge at the moment.
See here what they can do. So we've been talking a lot about the Revenant players, Adix and Nivera. Who are the players you like to say Johnny Speeds has been relying to in this map? Look here. Almost a double for Spook. But go.
I have to say that Reiko has been very active. Ooh, that shot wasn't that far away.
Nope.
Good Molotov for the con as well to push out the player. Nivera will be catching that push in about a second if they're not ready. There's so much space towards the A side. The kill's coming in, even a shot from the short. Nivera giving us a game at the moment. Reiko drops down Rolf, and that's going to be the one kill from Savzi to step in back into the game. And Revenant, they are going to be finding their 12th. Unless Savzi goes absolutely ham on the server at the moment.
3v1. Such a good play from Nivera.
This is exactly what we're talking about. It's the one mistake.
Yeah.
The one round. Even if you come back, it doesn't really matter at that point. 12 on the board. Map point, match point, series point. The whole goddamn tournament point on the screen at the moment. And Nivera still doesn't bust a smile. Just doesn't. It's just so cool.
Still focused.
Yeah, I love to see that face. Cold, calm, and focused. I don't remember if Scream ever smiled. Now that I'm thinking about the fact, maybe just a bit.
Nah, I think he smiled. Especially during the interview, he said, "I think they love me for my one taps."
Yeah, lit one taps, and he has a mouse. Being branded in the same way. But that doesn't matter anymore. It will be the last tactical timeout from the side of Revenant. They want to end this right here, right now. So guys, in the chat, if there ever was a moment for you to start spamming some emojis, try to use only 3 because for some reason iPod goes absolutely crazy. But this is the time for you to ram your favorite emoji on the chat. And let's see what the hell is about to happen for the last possible round here on the regulation. Is it gonna be Johnny Speed to take it on to the overtime, or Revenant? Will they just win this round right here, right now?
8x with AWP. Oh, the double
beautiful
nade.
A way to open it up. Edge going for the side of Johnny Speeds. They have the man advantage. A little bit damage even done to Reiko. He knows 21 to 15 at the moment on the board. And this will be still a slow play. Revenant, they don't feel the urge to push in quickly yet. Couple of PogChamps too. I love that. That's my favorite one.
PogChamp?
Yeah, PogChamp.
I missed the old one. I missed the old one.
Yeah, I like the PogChamp. Can you put the PogChamp? All right. Okay, Nivera actually rocking the right stickers. A lot of respect. Slow play. Seems like from the apps, Reiko will be getting a little bit closer. This is going to be a split, it seems. The bomb still left at the top portion of the middle.
It's like it's taking a little bit too long time, isn't it?
Yeah, it feels a little bit because we are seeing the rotations coming in from Johnny Speeds back towards that A side. That smoke will be taking care of the window. I'm not entirely sure what the Molotov was for. Draken.
Gets that one. Reiko with a refrag. Spook in a very tough spot here. Flashes himself out. Tries to get a frag. Gets one at least. Reiko goes down as well. Spook, what a round from him.
Is this the way to bring it back? Molotov for the top portion of the balcony.
It is.
And a beautiful way to bring it to an overtime.
Wow.
Okay.
Did you expect
we still have
overtime?
a game. Yeah, we still have a game.
Especially with the lag.
Wait a minute. Did you actually believe in the lag? It just lags every now and then.
Oh, it is?
Busted. Yeah, the game is busted. It lags every now and then. Yeah, sometimes it means that the game is over. But sometimes you just get the lag. Oispa kaljaa. No, eikä vittu. Kyllä kelpais. That means that... No. It means that it's a beautiful day here in Finland.
Oh, you said vittu.
Yeah, it means day.
No.
Like a beautiful day.
It doesn't. It
really does.
No. It can't be.
Yeah.
Wait, let me go into translate here.
No, it's wrong. Google is wrong. I'm right.
It means, if I Google it, Google Translate, it says darn it.
Well, that's definitely wrong.
Yeah, that's definitely wrong because
Donald, milloin selostat tier 1? No katsotaan, en mä tiedä. So there are a couple of Finnish people in the chat at the moment. How my Finland gang is doing? Can we get a couple of Tori in the chat? Let's see how many people.
What's your names again?
My name is almost impossible to pronounce, so let's go with yours first.
His name is several sheep. My name is MJ Pinkman.
Yeah, that's on point.
Yeah.
That's on point.
Magiskabas is my name. And we also have with me the Finnish caster, Donald.
Yo!
I'm from Sweden, by the way. I have to say.
Yeah, he's the Swedish one.
Yeah.
They talk like pippadappadoodidoo.
Yeah.
And we talk the
Finland, they
glorious
like,
elfish language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Made up.
No, it's not. It's a real language.
It's like 5 letters.
We have
5 extra letters in a sentence, and you like.
Yeah. And it sounds like you're a lower class when you speak Finnish, but it's okay. I like it. To be honest, for the Latino people, because I came from Dominican Republic, it's almost impossible to, because we don't have or even actually the same U, the U, in our vocabulary. So, for example, if you try to say it sounds like they're trying to vomit. So, that's a funny trick. If you ever come across, you know a person that doesn't speak Finnish, comes from a background that doesn't have those letters, just ask him to pronounce and it literally will sound like he's trying to vomit. Yeah, Yeah, you can say it. It's okay. But for them, it sounds like Yeah. Wait a minute. Finnish sounds like South Park. Hakka hakka dykkä dykkä. No, it doesn't. You're wrong. So, we're getting back to the game. First round here on the first overtime, first half. And Revenant is still starting on the T side. 3 rounds on the first half.
There's so many firsts.
Yeah, a lot of firsts here.
Yeah.
Even number first on the 12. Let's see what they can actually do. The bomb will be left behind. The question is, from some of these rounds, Revenant, they have had a bit of a hard time trying to get into the sites, but once they usually get into the sites, they can actually plant the bomb, play it from there. The after plants hasn't been that big of a problem. To be honest, that's where they have shined so far. The question is, what have they learned? And the same question goes for the side of Johnny Speeds.
I think they missed the window smoke.
Oh, God. Inside the smoke, that's just going to work out. Nice play coming in from Draken.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Draken again with a second shot. Rolf just looking to go for a shot, but it's going to be Nivera to open up the side and bring it back to a 1 versus 2. The problem is that the bomb is very far away. Oh, wait a minute. That wasn't that far away.
No, wait. Counter flash comes up. Nivera goes all the other way around instead.
I have to say, Nivera is looking very sharp on the server. Like, not just talking about this map. All in all, after coming from Valorant towards Counter-Strike, because the lineup isn't that old either, so...
No, it's pretty...
Yeah. I was actually pretty surprised that he has a very good handle on the map, so... And just of the weapons entirely. Not...
So, yeah,
gotten used to the anime weapons.
Yeah, 100%. So one thing that I do know is that Johnny Speeds, they are from Sweden. They have been playing so well and representing Sweden good in a lot of tournaments.
Guys, listen up in the chat. He's trying to hype them up.
I think we do have a lot of Swedes in the chat rooting for Johnny Speeds. So if there are anyone, let's hype them up.
I think I'm the one on the side of Revenants at the moment.
You might guess.
Okay. Yeah, okay. We have a little bit of a division here. But it's okay. So, it will be Rolf.
There goes the Swedes.
Yeah, the Swedes finally doing something. Alex will be going down. That's going to be Rolf just changing his spot underneath the balcony here. And yeah, you were right. We have a couple of Swedes in the chat at the moment. Reiko stepping into the duel. Second player in line to try to open it up. The Polish player has been looking good, and especially with that entry, to bring it back to a 4 versus 4. But the problem is there's not that much HP to play around. they heard Spook actually drop in between the side. He's sandwiched at the moment, but still gets the kill. That's going to be Draken with the second one, and comes with the shot on top of the balcony. And what a shot down from Johnny Speeds. Looking crispy on the server at the moment. Vinner svenskarna, what does that mean?
Are the Swedish wins? Are the Swedish winning?
Doesn't vinner means
like winning? Are they winning? No.
Can you hear me?
That's yeah. Hello?
Okay. Hello?
Is my mic muted?
No.
Oh.
I'm just annoying you.
Thank you.
Okay, that's 14 on the table at the moment. Johnny Speeds. He's looking pretty good. Johnny is looking good on the server at the moment. Revenant still around to be played for, especially with that entry allowance. I feel like we haven't seen the name for a while, but finally grabbing a kill.
Wait, Lecro. Does he have...
Beautiful. One's out.
Two,
gets the second spray.
three,
goes for the third
kills,
one.
four.
Lecro, he's gonna stack the bodies. Doesn't get the fourth one, but Addict still alive for this 1 versus 2. Grabs the bomb, but the problem is he doesn't have that much time. Makes a lot of noise, and this is supposed to be the easiest shot of Zazi's life. The way he executes him, we might actually be even talking about a third round. Lecro.
It's
electric on middle.
Great job. And are we gonna say that it's the Swedish fans in the chat rooting them up, hyping them up?
Do we have any non-Swedes liking Johnny Speeds at the moment?
Yeah, there is some. But as soon as I said that, didn't we see John Speeds just leveling it up?
Okay. I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna tell that to Happy after the game. Or sorry, NBK. Happy's on Valorant at the moment. Yeah.
Yeah. Who's Happy?
Happy, the one who got the 5K on Inferno when NBK was playing on the team. The lurker, never entry.
I think I was like 7 years old then.
Really?
No, I'm joking, but
okay.
that's a really far stretch highlight.
Yeah, but it's like 10 years old.
Yeah,
like that. So it's been a while. The old Inferno 2, the one that actually is spaceful, well made, good chokehold towards the B side, exceptional fights on A. One of the legendary games, usually best of 3, is actually ending with Inferno. You remember Fnatic versus Nip, many of those games. Nip actually challenging even Virtus Pro on that map when Virtus Pro won their major trophy.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I have to... Great map. Hopefully Valve brings it back, because the one that we have at the moment is just a skinwalker. Don't really like it. A lot of history.
There's a lot of history. There's 25 years of Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
So...
The Counter-Strike, I actually love that. It's one of the longest standing games that we have for the FPS world. And I'm not talking about Call of Poopy. That's not a game.
Call of Poopy.
Yeah, or the 15 versions after the first 4. I'd say that Black Ops still was okay, but after that it was just a nosedive.
I'm trying to have some hope for Black Ops 6 right now, but...
yeah, the Black Ops 6, yeah. Maybe after 6 you can have hope for like Black Ops 27 as well, so...
all right.
Yeah.
You've given up.
Okay, so Johnny Speeds on the T side, taking a little bit damage at the start. This could be one of those rounds where they just want to probe the CT defense.
Yeah, you can feel the pressure on the server. You can feel that nobody wants to make a mistake.
Yeah, nobody's gonna go for the first pick. Because finally we're getting some attitude here. It's gonna be Loungs with the addicts to entry those kills. And Johnny Speeds, to be honest, in my opinion, in a situation like this, you just go for an execution, get the information from there. Especially looking at A side at the moment, it only has NBK holding it. And even though he has a couple of majors underneath his belt, I don't think he can actually protect for the full push here. Nice
Look there.
entry. Okay. Wait a minute. This is actually still very doable.
Yeah. If they do get the entry on NBK, A side will be completely clear.
20 seconds left on the clock too. NBK ready for this one. Quick.
Great check.
Oh my god.
Now they can go for the bomb plant immediately here. Nivera will be denied any opportunity. The roll just goes out as soon as the shot comes through. Reiko gets the trade though. As Lion X comes in and finds Chauncey.
Wait,
he'll get rolled as well. It's a great response from Revenant.
I was actually very ready for Johnny Speeds to win that one. The problem is NBK's spot was one of those spots where he kind of had to either frag or die. And the problem is you don't really get a retake from there. And that definitely played up for Johnny Speeds. That could be one of those rounds where they could think back from the future that we should have won that one. Especially with the kill from middle. Draken actually opens up Addicts.
Exactly.
That's a very good shot. The peak coming in from the pit, getting the control. Even Rolf with one of the entries, but it's going to be the quick trades that work out so well for the side of Revenant. This time around, they're just going to pushing towards the middle. Lekro comes up with the first shot, but Reiko, quick straight to keep the control, but look at the damage. He's very low in HP, and he's going to be ready to push in towards that underground in about a second. Zazi is just waiting for this to happen. And they still have a 2-man point attack towards the top middle.
Reiko will get Shazzy together with MBK. Oh, what was that? What was that?
That's what I call a headshot.
That was so quick.
Just a clean, nutty headshot.
Spook and Rolf will be the final 2 players alive here. Trying to go towards the B site. B split it. Reiko is holding catwalk pass cross really. And Spook has to find Nivera.
There is still a chance if they get this first entry towards the B side cleanly, Nivera, but he hasn't been giving a lot of kills for free, especially playing it from the jail at the moment. It's going to be a tough time to get on top of the side here. Just jumping down is going to be a problem. That rotation will be called in about a second. 35 seconds left to go for the play. And Johnny Speeds, the only way I actually see a way back to the side is a kill onto Nivera right now. Rolf could be actually the one to get it, but that flash will warn them enough. Nivera, Rolf gets that. The control of that M4, even though he doesn't get the second kill. Oh god, the damage has been done.
Reiko, what a great flash for him.
4K. 4 bananas.
Yeah. But he also opened up for Nivera so good there. Imagine if Nivera went down instead.
Are we going to see another overtime? Did I jinx it? Caster jinx? Is it done?
Just do. I mean, the Swedish fans are gone right now in the chat, so...
Yeah. They lost hope already.
Yeah.
We call them takinkante in Finnish.
I tried to hype them up.
Yeah. No, they did turn the check. Even when your team is losing, you have to hype. You have to hype. That's your team. It's your country. Support it. Timeout for the side of Johnny Speeds, knowing that this is the last round. For the couple of the first rounds, it was one of those situations where it doesn't matter that much if they lose the edge, but here it could be still flipped around. Revenant, if they take this to a second overtime, of course, thinking about the fact that they did lose the lead that they had at the start, that's a little bit of a win for Johnny Speeds. But if they lose the map, it doesn't really matter at that point.
Now let's see what they can do from here. 6-6. And do we believe in the third map coming up here? Anubis could be the one. Coming through right now.
Yeah, they're taking a little bit more mid-control. Revenant is just...
giving it away. The map control.
Yeah, respecting the push. Which is kind of interesting. Knowing the pressure on the last round.
Draken finds a frag as well. How many is it up to right now? 27.
That's the first entry that they need, yeah. 27. Phew! We were kind of talking about him at the start. The boy has been giving some numbers. The Swedish rock star at the moment. Is he the highest player on the server? Very close, yes, Spook. 25 to 19.
Yeah, I think so.
I think Addicts had some pretty nice numbers. Oh, no, sorry. It was Reiko, 29. Okay. So, we have some dirty bombs coming in about a second. Now the question is, can they keep it up? Are we going to see a third map? Is it going to be overtime number 2 or a third map? Let's see.
Look, rotation towards A side coming up near here now.
The kill from the B side is going to be perfect, but the push coming in, they still have players just holding it down. It's going to be Addicts with that shot. Drops down Rolf, and it's going to be NBK, but he will be taken down. Just wait a minute. The shot didn't hit. It's actually going to be Lekro to get that kill.
10 seconds left. Has to go for the plant right now. Lekro sticks to it. Draken finds Raiko. Now Nex gets Lekro. The bomb has been denied. Being planted again, though. Being planted again. 8x tries to go through. Tries to deny it again. 2v1 situation here. Gets the first one against Chauzy right now. No chance. There it is.
We are hopping. Oh, you can see the reaction from Spook Drake and Evolve Chauzy. I think Lekro was so happy that the camera just flipped out. We are hopping into a third map. This is actually going to happen. We got an overtime, a comeback from it. And like we were talking about the point that Revenant, they might feel a little bit of a certain way after losing that lead, losing the chance on the overtime, and actually bringing this to a third map for Anubis, where we know that anything that can happen.
Yeah, I mean, this is a really, really great map from John Speeds coming back into. I think Revenant has really done a good homework reading up on how Johnny Speeds plays Ancient, how Johnny Speeds play Mirage, but then somehow Johnny Speeds really adapted themselves back into the game, found some loopholes, found some way to play through, and finished it off quite well. Let's just see how the third map will do here.
I just wanted to say that. I wanted to talk a little bit about the stats as well. We had some problems at the start, especially from the first map. We saw some no-show ups. We had a problem with Drake, and even at the start, not really doing that much with the op that we were hoping for, ending up with 29 kills and 20 on the board, 106 ADR. That is just insane. Think about the fact that Reiko had pretty similar numbers, but the problem is that it was very tight. I think it was about a couple of the players on the server just dueling it out, trying to give their best. And now that we are going to be hopping into Anubis, the question is, can Revenant actually keep that fire up? Can Nivera hit still those shots? Can Reiko be still that impactful? And the same thing goes for the Johnny Speed side. Let's see actually what's going to happen. So let's take a little bit of a break, hop into Anubis, and check what's about to happen on the last map. to Anubis, and we are heading into the last, or we are at the last possible map at the moment. And the question is, from the start that Revenant had, will they be taking the map? The question is, from the comeback that Johnny Speeds just made, could they be the ones fighting for this one? We already had a little bit of a talk about this. You leaned very heavily to the side of Johnny Speeds.
Yeah, I think that the anti-threats will be a lot tougher this time for Revenant. If not Revenant prepared for Anubis being the decider map. Like, if they had prepared everything just as they did in Ancient, this might be a close game. But I do believe that Johnny Speeds could prevail, actually.
There are some more numbers here on Anubis, where Johnny Speeds, they have played 17 times, 76% win rate at the moment, so that's a lot of maps that they have won. In the other corner, Revenant, they have a lot less. They have 4 maps being played, but it's a 75% map win rate, so 3 out of the 4 has gone to their way, which is kind of cool. But the question is, can they actually make this happen? Now, it's always one of those situations where the momentum lies. Because Johnny Speeds did come back on Mirage.
Yeah.
Revenant, they did have that good start. But, of course, we saw the hype at the end. This might be the rejuvenation that Johnny Speeds were looking for.
Yeah, the wake-up call we talked about the cold shower in Ancient. Now coming back into this one through Mirage, really, through an overtime as well. Don't get so many chances, and let's see if they can prevail with these ones. They will be starting as T-side right now. Let's see what they can do from here.
This is one of the slowest pistol rounds that I've seen on Anubis so far. Usually it's just balls out directly to the site. Make it sing. But this time around, they're going to play slow.
It is a B split, though.
Yeah.
Johnny Speeds are just waiting for Revenant to push out the B domain. You know, like, please come, look for information. We're ready for you guys. But instead, they're executing towards the B side here. And now rotation arriving. Rolf will find the first kill here. Spook gets the second. It's a trade when Rolf will refrag. Plant comes through. 4v2.
This is definitely not going to be a retake unless Nivera comes out with a couple of gnarly shots. Had that first opportunity, Draken. Plays this corner a bit more passively. Next player of Ecolite, seems like. Play wild. Meanwhile, MBK from backlines actually drops a player. It's got to be the duo. The French-Belgian duo. Trying to get a little bit closer and slant. It's not going to work out. Draken actually drops down Nivera, and the last fight will be going down to Zazie. And Johnny Speeds, that will make it for their first round. Okay, your first arguments are starting to look pretty good here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Of course.
I do know CS though. I feel like I know right now. I'm in a good mood.
You have a very good feeling. Calling it up well.
Let's see. It's a force back from Revenant, and that can really surprise Johnny Speed sometimes. Usually, when they don't get a lot of kills and rounds and frags, they just go for the save. But here is Reiko putting in some aggression. Oak clears off the side quite well, though. Yeah.
I have to say that Revenant has been one of those teams that they like to buy a lot. It seems like NBK really stuck to the back days.
Yeah, I just
literally buy every round.
Believes in the squad, says them like, let's go by, guys, don't worry about it. And look here, it's a double rotation from Johnny. They send in Draken, clearing off the B side, while rotation from Revenant towards the A side comes through, and they're caught red-handed here.
Just look at this, even from the middle, they're just trying to hunt for an extra weapon, but it's not going to happen this time around. They could go, even that weapon will be covered by Lecker at this point. Now, what's the play gonna be like? Spook still holding just his standard angle. That's gotta be Adex with Lounge trying to save these weapons for the next one. What are we gonna get for the next round? That's
a full eco round should be what's the case, really? 3-0 up.
Try to throw these SMGs into the blender.
Yeah, maybe
They
just
could come out with a couple of kills. They did get the first kill of the round pretty quickly. The problem is the trade was to some point.
Nah, wasn't it?
Yeah, for meaning that
getting-
the A main, so Spook just dropped down a couple of players, maybe getting a little bit too aggressive at that point.
Yeah, exactly. But
Yeah.
I think it's a chain of reaction. Really, like when you get that entry towards the other side, let's do another reaction towards the other side. Let's surprise them while we can surprise them, and it failed really with Spook being ready for 2 frags.
Because in theory, they could have got off with a couple of entries. If they keep the players alive, that's a good situation. The problem is if you lose the 2 players, pushing from the A main, that's basically the round done at that point. And BK just swiggly peeks towards the middle. Looking what he can see. Lecro has a beautiful lens on that camera at the moment. I love it.
I closed it off after the first half on Mirage, really.
Yeah, no reason to see me. Nade will be used behind the pillar, and this is just a very passive round for both of the teams. It's more stack heavy towards the B side from Revenant.
Exactly.
But Johnny, they feel like they want to step into that A side. The bomb, very close to it. Utility has been used as well. This should be one of the cleanest pushes to a side at the moment that we have seen.
No, wait.
A little bit of a rotation. I still believe it's going to be clean.
There's the cameras, there's a lot of players, and Rolf will try to hold down that one. Yeah, you see, you push him, get that rifle in. Takes a lot of damage. It's Spook finding Nivera. It's a 4v3. Surely we'll be looking at the players from Revenant just going for the save here again.
That
will be it.
One Galil.
Oh.
There is an argument of Johnny Speed letting them hold on to these weapons because they're going to be buying on top of these. So now it's not going to be fully M4s. It's going to be SMGs with a Galil with a couple M4s. And that, in theory, is just a little bit of a softer of a round for them to win. And you can actually keep that up.
But still gives them an opportunity to have some cash over to the next round instead. Like they'd be saving those rifles.
Soft rounds in a way.
They actually throw it away.
Oh yeah, look at that.
They save the Galil.
Smelled exactly what I was talking about. So it's just going to be a full M4 buy. If they're going to win it, they're going to win it right here.
8x could buy an AWP, but it goes for the save instead. 5k save.
Yeah. Extra money for the next one. If it doesn't work out with the rifles, then you can invest on the larger pipe if you want to. Meanwhile, Johnny Speed's still playing a very passive game. Okay, from the canals, already a push coming in. Behind the smoke, it's going to be a quick push from Spook. Lounge catches the player. That's going to be the first entry. And I'm a little bit worried at the moment. They're getting a lot of space to push in from the CT's angle. Johnny Speed's, even with the slow game, giving them a lot of space to work around with.
And the pre-aims are well from Revenant.
That flash is perfect.
8x finds Rolf though. Oh, lines up for Glocken quite well, but he won't make it towards the site. 8x finds him. And we got 3-1.
Yeah, and saving 3 weapons for our next round is just going to be superb. I've been catching a couple of utilities from the bodies there. Addicts, 8.9 KO. He's going to go for the op. We're going to see the long pipe. We're going to see the boss, the opper, the main enemy. And he's still not buying head armor. Of course not. If there's AKs and ops against you, why should you? Looking at the play at the moment. That's got to be the quick utility for mid. Meanwhile, Revenant, this is starting to look like the previous maps. After the third one, they usually get that one round. And here, well, this time around, Draken actually opens up with a kill onto NBK. NBK seemed to be dinked. He dinked Draken, it seems like, behind the smoke. Reiko just waiting for a peek. And Shasi just playing this passively in front of the A main again. The same player, the same style.
Damages Reiko a little bit here, Spook. Now collecting themselves towards A side though, and it definitely looks like a wrong gamble from Revenant. Here, this could be such a tough one. Nivera has to get at least 2 frags here. As the flash comes in, Nivera goes down. This is a clean take coming up here, and we'll have a save from the Revenant players. That's it. That's about it. I mean, the execute is very good against Nevera. He is getting alone for a long time on the A site. Which doesn't give him an opportunity to try to do anything really. But there we are. 4-1 to the scoreline for Johnny Speeds. And he come back into this one instantly.
So we're not going to see the crazy straights from the last maps. Okay. Maybe we're about to see something a little bit greater than that.
I think we'll still see rifles coming up for Revenant because 8x and Reiko still have the cash to drop.
I think 8x found gold from like a old monument or something like that because he's still just stacked with money.
That's because saving the op from the last round, like getting the Galil. But
now the question is, Anubis is one of those, in my opinion, from all the maps that we have, Anubis is the weirdest one at the moment. Looking at how the rounds work, I have actually pushed into the position of thinking that the CT side has to be more aggressive than the D side. The passive play really doesn't work on this map. There are some teams that can pull it off, but it's just you need to be aggressive at the start. You can't give them the space to play around with.
I really like Anubis because it's such a different map from the rest.
It is.
It's very T-sided as well.
Still is, yeah. There are some teams looking very good on the CT side, though, but...
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, most of the games and most of the rounds are coming in from the T side. That's not even a question. That's gonna be the smoke outside B main. This time around, they went for the early information from middle. With that little information, they went for the B side stack, but seeming to rotate a couple of players off of the side right now. It's going to be just NBK heading back into the middle just to make sure that nobody's going to be pushing in for free. And the pillar hold coming in from ADX or ADX. So an op shot from the main could be the way to get that first entry. Johnny Speed's very slow on their stacks. How do they want to play this?
I think Chazzy will try to search out a little bit here towards A main. As soon as that reaction doesn't come out, he'll be trying to go through B execute maybe. But there are 3 players on the B side. It all depends on the first frag here.
Oh, the pillar.
Look, is he ready? It is. Spook gets the first one over there. 2 players towards platform right now. Nevera gets nothing done. It's Reiko alone that surprises, but
that wasn't that far
2
away.
kills. 8x moves in though. Creates a 2v2 when he finds another one. But out of the smoke, Spook gets that one. Spooks up the place. NBK versus Draken in a 1v1 here.
No.
2 big players. Let's see what they can do here.
Oh no, he's gonna go for the utility, opens up the smoke, but Draken keeps missing the shots again and again and again. Oh my god! How many opportunities are you gonna give for an veteran that actually has majors underneath his belt? And Draken, my god, that was his round. That's not even a question. How many times? That's his main weapon too. That's literally a blink from the past. Draken, he can hit the gnarliest flick shots, but for some reason, if the enemy is just standing in front of him, that is an impossible shot to hit. Holy moly. Oh, that got me off the chair quick.
Yeah, round number 7. What a round we got.
That is insane. Not in the amount of who played better or whatever. It was just who made the least mistakes on that round. Because NBK went for the utility, trying to open up that smoke, thinking that Draken is going to play passively. But obviously not. Longs comes up with the first shot onto Rolf. Nice entry. That's one of those situations where you know your team is watching. And you're just missing shots after shots, and they're not even hard ones. There might be oh well, at least he gets that kill through the smoke. That's gonna be Longs. Nice shot. Good way to start it off. At least brings it to a 4 versus 4. There's a hold in towards the middle. Addicts. Just taking a couple of peeks here. Gets the information.
Oh wait,
nobody's gonna play for it.
Completely clear.
That's a very risky move, but they know Johnny Speeds. They have had some A main holds, so these utilities will be alerting them back to the side.
8x. Is he making it on time? No, he's smoked out completely. Oh, pushes through the smoke, gets the kill. Chazzy is in the molly. What is he? Almost
We have
down
seen
there.
a lot of this before. NA Molly coming in. Actually burning the cake side, knowing that nobody's on the side. Drake and actually drops down
knockdown.
NBK through the smoke. He
Spook
goes.
finds
Reiko
one.
catches a double kill.
Oh.
Makes it a 1 versus 1. Is this going to happen again? Spook. He's on the board at the moment. We haven't really seen him miss or whiff a lot of shots, but on top of the side, that nade does a little bit damage to Flash to make sure of it, and he's just going to be playing a couple of seconds off the clock, trying to play it from the window, but he goes for the tap, and Spook doesn't answer. A smoke in front of it. He clutches it. A triple kill to make this happen. Johnny Speeds again, giving out a round that was supposed to be theirs. Revenant. They're basking in the flames at the moment.
Yeah, and John Speeds are just not feeling this one.
Okay, that was a perfect timing on a push too, to get the planter and the drop onto the pillar. He was trying to go for the window slow play, maybe hope for Spook to actually pick, but Spook wasn't really replying to that one. That worked out.
Hero AK on Spook now. Full eco for Johnny Speeds. Trying to get the entry in mid maybe, but Adex really gives mid away. Takes a little bit of passive angle. Yeah, struggling now, Johnny Speeds, aren't they? 2 rounds now. It could have gone either way.
I'm not going to say anything. Every time it feels like I say something, I just sell the other team, so I'm going to keep my mouth shut for a second. But for the mid plays, Addicts. He has that off holding into that side. He's going to be dropping one of the players backing off. Rolf left with basically nothing. That's going to be NBK with a double spray. It's going to work for the previous major winner. Meanwhile, Lekro gets one of the trades back, but it's just going to be a 2 versus 4. This is a very uphill battle to go for. Another kill for the connector. Okay, that works out. At least something.
That's Chazzy. Just trying to make some noise maybe.
Or camera,
aiming with the flank. Yeah. Lekro's just waiting for Chazzy. Nivera's holding that play though. Yeah, Nivera finds Chazzy. That's about it. Now Lekro.
Gets to the
kill.
face. Yeah. I think he grazed the wall a little bit. Didn't get the full potential of that bullet, but it doesn't matter. The problem is that Revenant, they did lose a couple of the weapons. It's starting to affect their money a bit, but they still can buy. That's the craziest part about it. As long as they can buy, it's okay. But if Johnny Speeds actually managed to make this a round, that's not going to look that good in the bank. That's going to be Reiko and BK with a potential buy in our next round. Everybody else has to go for a save. So at that point, Johnny Speeds, they could start to grab a couple of rounds here. It's still possible for them to turn this around easily. And 2,900 is a loss bonus too. Starting to build up a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you feel about these rounds? There has been some good individual moments. One of the duel of the Titans in a way. Both of the team players missing almost every single shot. But Reiko's clutch was very good.
Yeah, Reiko's clutch was very, very good. I think those 2 diffuses really made it for Revenant to come back into the game. Like, come back into the match. As momentum and confidence was very high on Johnny Speeds. It could have rubbed him now mentally, but look.
Okay.
A couple of trades.
Some good kills at the start. Oh, deagle shots. Nivera has to be careful. We know. Spook is actually going to go for the opera. Now drops down. That's the mistake shot. He knows he hurt the shot. He's going to just leave this spot. Not really getting the impact he was hoping for, but the play behind the smoke, this is very common. And he's just going to go for the information. Perfect timing on a push. Is he going to stick to it? That's the problem.
Towards A side they go, though. Adex, is it pushing the smoke again? They're pushing the smoke.
And he gets the kill.
Yeah, he gets one and goes away with it.
Nice shot to bring one of the players down. That's going to be 1-to-1 trade quickly, and the bomb will be going down. This is exactly what we're talking about. Revenant, they don't have the money. It's not just about the save. Even if one of the players drop, it is going to be looking very questionable for the next round. Johnny Speeds on one of the most important rounds here on the first half, finding a win. Now the question is, can they keep it up? There will be a buy on the next one. It's just not going to be perfect.
That can be a very decisive buy round for Revenant as well. Losing that force buy, going into a full eco, it might just get 6-4. Sorry. 7-4.
Yeah, attempts have been made.
Yeah, they could drop one more rifle. And look, that's exactly what they're doing. But still saving up some cash, though. Maybe? No.
I think this is going to be the buy. If you're going to do it, make it clean. The problem is the lost bonus money is barely even alive at the moment. Just looking at the amount of money there, they have to kind of save for a couple of rounds if they lose this one. And that's the problem. This could be a very hefty lead for the side of Johnny Speeds. This is a very hard situation to be at. Of course, it's not the worst buy we have seen. There is a possibility they could actually do something with SMGs. We have seen some crazy plays from it. But looking at the Speedy Boys side, they're looking good.
They're looking quite good, in a good spot right now. This is a do or die round for Revenant in order to try to keep them into the first half here. They're getting closer and closer to the end of the first half. Let's see, battle in mid. Rolf tries to wallbang, it's 8x instead. MBK goes down to the nade. Spook finds Lauenix. And rotation being made towards A side from 8x as well. But Reiko with the flank play will go down B side completely open now. What a great read from Johnny Speeds.
Good play is the way to go around. Some good catches here. Couple of the players just limping around. And Johnny Speeds with the bomb down. Revenant. Now this is getting questionable.
Yeah, I mean 7-5 could definitely come up here, but they do save 2 rifles. So let's see what the decision will be from Revenant now. This round coming up, it's round 11. And yeah, there was someone in the chat being a little bit special.
Not everybody looks at.
I mean, 4 rounds is pretty default on the CT side on Anubis, but if you can get 5 rounds, if you can get 6 rounds on the CT side, you'll be off so much better into the T side.
But like I was saying, not everybody watches CS that much, especially lately. So there has been a little bit of a shift from the start, because at the back in the days when the map came in, like a couple of rounds on the CT side was good. But at this point, we have seen teams getting 7 to 6 to even 8 on a CT side. Yeah. So yeah, it's definitely been a shift. It's not that heavily T-sided anymore that a lot of people think.
Oh, I still believe it's very T-sided, but
it's T-sided, but it's not as T-sided as people think. It's not that 70-30 anymore.
No, but
because when it came, it was ridiculous.
Getting 5 rounds, you're happy with 5 rounds on the CT side.
Exactly. All right.
Look, Spook tries to enter towards the B side, opens it up quite well. Now rotation coming up here. There's a full eco for Revenant.
This is a bit of a problem at the moment. The problem is that we have seen sloppy buys again and again and again. And I do understand that the point of making the decision for the risk, it looks good, but of course,
I mean it's a high risk.
Yeah, it's one of those things that, and especially NBK, he's not gonna shy from a buy. This man was made out of pistols.
Especially when it's MR12 as well. Like every round matters much more now when MR15. If you can win one eco round, you can change the game.
Most of these weapons. Okay, a couple of weapons to be safe for the next one. They can actually go for a good-looking decision.
Yeah, it
here.
is the last round coming up, so
Now if they can get it. And the question is, what kind of a T side do they have? I don't remember seeing... I'm not entirely sure. Did I see them play Anubis before? Let's get that information. Because we have seen the standard map so far. Yeah, they played against Hamo. Yeah, that's the reason I remember. It was a 13-4. It was a very quick game, too.
wow.
Barely anything to remember.
Do you remember?
And look at that! Revenant on their game against Hamo won most of the rounds on the CT side. Isn't that funny? Oh. Ironic. Yeah.
I feel like when you practice the map, your east side is so much stronger. But
Yeah. And if you have that east side victory, you know what's about to happen. Oh, that first catch is just clean. Jazzy. Nivera just eats the bullet and it's done. I have to say the entries for the side of Johnny Speed's looking very clean so far. And Reiko finally getting some information, but showing a little bit too much skin here. Getting a bit worried there. Shazi takes a little bit damage, but it's a reset situation for both of the players trying to go for that fight. It's going to be Lungs left in towards the middle still to hold it. So from Canals, if they don't actually check this spot, Lungs could be in a very good spot here to do some damage.
let's see here. There he goes. Electro finds that one. Reiko towards connector will try to mid peek a little bit in order to get some information, and he'll go down to Draken. This is getting cleaner and cleaner right now for Johnny Speeds. NBK tries to fly it back. Nonetheless, Spook finds him. Shazi wides out, gets 8x on the refrag, and we have 8-4. Pretty default.
Yeah. Now the question. The
Pretty
T-side.
default. Yeah, it's a pretty default first half. If you ask me, but
We'll see.
do you feel like Johnny Speeds had the upper hand right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
Easily.
the pistols can be a very
The problem
decisive
is
one
that
here.
I'm looking at Revenant's CT side victories. The way they have won actually Anubis so far is with the CT side. That's the problem. Yeah. It's 41% for the T side. 72. 60. Almost 60 on the CT. Of course, it is possible. We haven't actually seen them go against Johnny Speeds. That's a problem.
I feel like both teams are equally happy with the first half here, and relying a lot on the pistols now. That will be such an important one, like getting those double rounds in, like getting the first pistol round, getting the second round in. Either Johnny Speeds would attempt.
When you have to rely on the pistols, it's kind of a bad situation to be at.
It is, but I mean, Johnny Speeds can go up like 10 rounds, or Revenant at 8-6 and being close by.
There's still some work to be done. Let's see what's about to happen in the first half here. First round of the second half. And we can see if they can actually pull it off. Somebody was trying to be clever in the chat.
Yeah, I got it in there. I got like aftermath, like, all right.
Jazzy gets the information from middle. He's going to be pushing back, but it's just going to be a quick push from the Canals. But they're not going to go for it. The idea is to try to get a reaction. At the moment, it seems like Johnny Speed is not about to give it. Getting the information even from the A main. Dropping down Drake and behind a pillar. Good spot.
Ooh.
Goes for that one tap, and it's just going to be a clean one. And BK finds, well, the side of that wall with his brains.
He just has to write NS there.
Yeah, that's just a bullet to the face. Hurts. And Johnny Speeds, the first kill of the first round here on the second half. Let's see.
Jazzy, can he survive this one? Oh.
Those are some very anticlimactic shots coming in. It's just a tap to the face.
Frags towards the B side though. Here they go. Jazzy can't really get anything done there. That was probably the most important frag of the round now. Rockin'. Having no timing. Tries to at least. But won't work out. Electro will be the final player, and we'll be having 8-5.
Nice try in a way. Lecro, could he do it? We've seen some clutches from BO4 on the pistol rounds, but it's just not going to work out. 5 on the board. Still some work to be done. Now the question is, I don't think we're going to see a buy from the side of Johnny Speedster. Just going to try to save these nickels for the next round. It's going to be an M4 buy over there. And Revenant, the question is how many rounds can they actually pull off now? If they get that tree in a board, it's one way to get very close, or even to the side.
It is a full eco now, so 8-6 and then 2 rounds behind. Have to survive with a lot of players here, though.
Yeah, that's going to be the nade for the mid as well. Addicts just making sure that nobody's going to be playing close to the mid corner. And Revenant just making sure that they have as much space as they can for workaround for the side pushes. It seems like Johnny Speed's getting the information. They're going to go for the A-side stack. Okay. Just a player left into the middle. Everybody else covering the A side, and if they pull out the B side push where the bomb is stacked at the moment, this is going to be one of the easiest side pushes we've ever seen in this matchup. Actually, we did have one on Mirage that was B side being left open. So, let's see what we're about to get the utility landing.
It's a 50-50 gamble, so...
Yeah, and with the utility already landing, no picks, no reactions coming in from Johnny Speeds. This is supposed to be their show now.
He sticks to his goal line. And, yeah, the full eco is a save. Johnny Speeds. Probably just going for some exit frags. Talking, not really finding anything here.
Yeah,
sorry.
There could be a pop shot coming in from Draken. We might actually see a bullet hit in about a second. They're gonna go for the swing. Try to drop as many players as they can, but the AKs will be just getting blenderized kills looking over here. It's just gonna be Draken with that one kill. And it is done. For a round like this, worked out pretty well. They only lost a player. And this is where it gets interesting. It's going to be the first buy. CT side defense. Do we have any from Johnny Speeds? Or from the T side, are we going to be getting the full straight?
Really important rifle round coming up here. Let's see what happens. Ozzy doubles it up quite well here. Lecro holds down A side as well with a double. Now just Lau next left here. Does he know about... Oh, he didn't know about Talking being so close, down to 2 HP. He'll go down in the end, and we have 9-6 to the scoreline. Now, Johnny Speeds just takes it back instantly like that. And we have kind of a difficult buy for Revenant.
That is a bit of a falter in a way.
They won't be having a lot of utilities if they don't prioritize. If they just go for some SMGs or maybe some pistols, maybe then they have some nades, but 8x buying an AK, and they're probably relying on that. Only that one. No, it's a tactical.
Let's see what's about to go down. AK being bought in from Addicts. Some upgraded... yeah, this is exactly... And BK. Of course, they did have a little bit of money for this round, but still, of course, we're gonna buy every single round. Has to be one where we try. This is gonna be interesting. And this isn't them buying for just making this round look good. They actually do have to win it now. It's gonna be the con smoke being used at the start. Getting information for canals. They want to go for the info push, hold it. That's going to be the way to do it. You have to still be careful of the push. We've been seeing it from Revenant CT side so far. And Shazi just making sure that nobody's sneaking inside those smokes. And a 2-1-2 hold coming in from the side of Revenant. And Johnny Speeds, they haven't really gone for any of the peaks here. So
3-1-1.
Look at this, getting a little bit closer towards that B side. The bomb hasn't been really committed anywhere yet. Double door hold coming in from Zazi. It's just holding. Still has control. And Anubis has to be careful here.
See here, towards the B side is where Revenant will try to explode. 3 players from John Speeds now towards the B side here. Molly arrives. Spook having trouble here. Oh, roll barely, but the refrag comes in, and Med, they'll find another one as well. Now towards the B side they go. Reiko finds another one, and there's a 3v2 rotation coming up, but this could be too late.
That's a bit unfortunate. Already side control. Are they going to even go for it? A bit of an attempt from Canals to really post out if anybody wants to go for the connector hold, but no. This will be a round where Johnny Speeds are going to be saving the weapons for our next one. And not that bad in a way. Looking at the money, they can actually go for the next round buy. And Revenant actually making it a 7. 2 rounds away from a tie.
Again, keeping that.
Yeah. They're keeping the gap.
Yeah, thank you.
Small, but the problem is every time Johnny Speeds wins a round, they're just getting a little bit closer to that 12. So they kind of have to start chaining rounds and maybe even catching them up, taking a lead.
Exactly.
If they want to consider a win. Meanwhile, Johnny Speeds, well, they're right where they want to be now. The only thing they need is a passable CT side. I actually need to hit little after this one, so let's see if I have the time.
Hopefully you will.
Yeah, let's see. So, same utility, standard play. Utility being used for mid. Nobody's gonna go for the peak, so we haven't really seen that much early aggression from Johnny Speeds. Still the same play. Shazzy just making sure that nobody's going to be pushing those smokes. Finally, we're getting a little bit more extension from middle. That's got a bit of overhand smoke to cover up the mid hold. And Shazzy has been cut off. Getting pampered back towards the double doors. Had the right idea for a second, but Anubis, okay, has the right idea here.
See what they can do.
The boost, it didn't seem to be the right idea.
Towards A side as a bomb though. Reiko finds the kill in B side. This is mostly a do or die round for Johnny. As
Nice
Rocky delivers, yeah.
Even though NBK was low, that's a good way to get that 1-to-1 trade and just get out of that situation. To bring it back to a tie on the numbers on the board. But the damage
It's an
is what
split
worries
coming
me
up.
for the CT. Yeah, just look at Jossie and Rolf. Both of the players very low on HP.
Lecro together with Draken has to hold down the ace tight here. Lecro finds the first one. Draken tag teams with him. Can he survive? He finds Nivera. Creates the 3v1. Dances around the corner. 10 seconds on the timer here. He has to get the plant done right now, or else it will be all over. And look, Chauzy runs through, gets him when he's planting the bomb, really. There it is. Double digits up for Johnny Speeds. And we got 10-7.
Yeah, and it's just getting tougher and tougher. Getting a bit closer already on that 10. And just still on the point of that bomb plant, they can actually go for a good buy here. So utility will be spent. Of course, it's going to be NBK to go with the Tech 9. Blast from the past. And it will be just the standard play yet again. Overhand flash for the Canals. If they want to actually go for the Canals push right now, That's a good way to start it off, but it seems like they want to still play this passively. Finally, a player pushing in. That's got to be Spook.
Probably
Getting a
has
lot
to
of control, and it seems like Lunks is actually waking up to it. Goes for the swing, still gets dropped down.
There we
And
go.
that's a nice shot from Rolf as well.
Survives.
Oh, no.
Gets another one. Rolf, what a round from him. As Chelsea finds the final kill, we got 7-11.
And a very CT-heavy Johnny Speeds at the moment. Looking very good on server. And Revenant is 7 all they get. A round away from map, match, and I just have to say grand final tournament point.
Yeah.
Thinking about the fact that this could have been over on Mirage already. Revenant finally starting to get those flashbacks. How did we lose them? Pistols only on the server.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good nade. Trying to flush him out here, Spook. Here. And mid. Talking with the ult. Just misses it. Towards A side is execution with the pistols coming out here. Dawkin finds the first one right now. As the rest are coming out, Lekra and Dawkin will find those as well. And the last two players coming through mid. Chazzy is in position to try to stop him here. NBK and Adex comes out. Chazzy finds the first. Chazzy finds the second. And we got match point donut for Johnny Speeds.
I was talking about on Mirage that I just wanted a good game and just a little bit of a wake up on Mirage, but of course it turns into a Johnny Speeds win. And now on Anubis on the last map, the map that is supposed to be the most hyped about. Yeah. This is just a snooze fest from Revenant on their T side. It's just not working out.
But it was a little bit what I was saying in before the game, right? Like Revenant made their homework, like on Ancient, on Mirage. Did they do it on Anubis as well? Did they expect this to come up?
Just hoping.
And I feel like they weren't quite ready for this map as they were on the others.
I have to say, maybe they were hoping for the T side to work out a little bit better here, or just Anubis to be better at all. That's exactly where the problems are starting to seep in right now. And it just seems to be a stack on towards the sides at the moment. Neither of the sides really wanted to go. We haven't really seen that much aggression from Revenant at the starts. They're playing a very slow game. And Johnny Speeds, because they're playing a slow game, it just works out against their style. There's literally nothing they have to do at the start.
They are. Chazzy. And then A8X goes down as well. It's a 5v3. Looks like we could have Swedish champions this season here.
Has that ever happened? Have we had a Swedes?
Yeah, we had some Swedes. We have some Swedes, but
I don't believe.
Here's the Swedish lineup as well.
Yeah, you mean a full. Okay, that's exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, mix. Okay. So, a little bit of a last chance for this round. Reiko will be pushing in. Meanwhile, the push coming outside of the A main lounge has been left alone, and it's done. They are done. And
my Swedes, take it home.
Yeah, a little bit of a hype coming in from Spook. And yeah, looked like I was right.
Quickly
4 rounds on the CT side just wasn't enough, and we are done. That is a comeback on Mirage. And a full swing on Anubis, and it seems like Johnny Speeds, at the end of the day, they were the better team, and holy moly, I have to say, they deserved it.
Yeah, they have a lot of firepower, and they have a lot of firepower and shows it off quite well. Also, a great range on their map pool as well, and that really shines through here.
Yeah, Swedes looking good on the server. There was a bit of a worrying sign at the start of Ancient. I was kind of hoping to maybe get a little bit more out of every single map, but I have to say Mirage was the banger. That was the overtime. That was the one where you actually start to see a little bit of life coming in from Johnny Speeds. But then the problem, the little bit of a meltdown from Revenants on Anubis came in, and that was a little bit anticlimactic. I was kind of hoping for a bit of a tougher map as the third map.
Big shout out to everyone throughout the season, every team, every player, every caster, every producer and observer. It's been an amazing season so far. We'll be starting off soon enough with another season coming up as well throughout the summer.
Yeah, America's Division 1 will be starting off. Oh, that's gonna be a banger. We are thinking about it could be cool to get some ideas for upcoming other leagues that they could go for, but that's pretty much it. Yeah, thank you for the sponsors, thank you for everybody, thank you Magic Upus for the great work you have been doing. Congratulations for Johnny Speeds for winning, and it came close, but you did it. Revenant as a second, nice try. Maybe try again on maybe we could get an invite to the main league. Is that possible for both of the teams? That could be a banger.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah, big thanks to the chat as well. They've been amazing throughout this season. And yeah, take care, everybody. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you guys later.
Bye-bye.